Hey everybody, and welcome to the 17th session of Deep Blues, an Apocalypse World adventure. Joining you as always are my good friends Jacob.
Hello.
Seth.
Hello.
And Michael.
Heya.
And of course yours truly, Josie. So. Some shit. Did that happen last session?
The fish scream.
The best part is the fish screaming. We did talk a little bit about the light.
Yeah, the light was something.
Yeah, we didn't talk too extensively on it. I don't think. I don't remember us talking too extensively on it, at least.
That's alright. Did
see.
anybody get improvements?
I did not.
Or
Should I talk about mine?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I have a gang.
You should. Or you
That's
will.
it.
When did you get a gang?
We talked about it before the session.
Oh,
yeah, that's the improvement point that he has kept for 7 sessions.
Is to get a gang.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Powerful power move.
Make sure to generally have the move leadership up. You can always find it in the hard holder playbook.
I have
it's
put it
something you can just
on
do.
my playbook now.
Well, yes, it's part of your
in other
playbook now, but
moves.
you should. The only place that it is hard holders. Like the description of it.
Yeah, I put the description in my book now.
Okay, good job. Any other points?
Nope.
I still have an improvement point. I'm going to save on for like at least one more session because I'm so indecisive and cannot think about anything.
That's fair.
I should probably show you like that possible character concept I've been like preparing, but like I don't know if I'll ever carry it out.
You can go ahead and do that after the session.
Okay, just remind me.
Let's see. Otherwise, I think that's most of what I cared about. Other than, I think, what was it? We were talking about something. Whatever.
I don't know what's gonna happen this session, but somebody's gonna die probably.
Oh, yeah, the gang stuff? Are we possibly talking about that, or are we just gonna discuss
already-
that when it happens?
We just talked about it.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to talk extensively on it or not.
People you
I
don't
don't know.
People we don't know? Okay.
Yeah.
Rusty is now part of the gang, just through osmosis.
Does that mean I own your gang as well?
No. Just Rusty.
My city now.
Alright, so, opening moves. Do you want to change stats?
Yes, I do. I always love changing
Yes.
stats.
Alrighty. Who has the highest HX with Giuseppe?
Well, for
3.
Giuseppe, I have 2.
Take hot.
Okay.
Also take sharp.
All my bees taken.
Who knows? Our good boy Rusty.
2.
2.
Fight it out.
I think it's been a while since Rusty's had a good weird roll. Let's highlight that.
Yeah.
It's always been highlighted. He never fucking uses it.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Rusty, if you roll weird this session, we'll get you a cookie.
Mark cool.
Okay, marked.
And who knows? Our final good boy, Lug.
3.
1.
You better be marking hot.
Fuck you.
What?
Also Mark.
I mean, 1 negative.
Mark weird.
Neither of my upgraded stats. Cool.
It's fine.
It happens.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Alright, and now we get to do actual rolls. Go ahead and roll for fortunes.
Oh, all grade plus 2,
Motherfuck.
baby!
This is like the 3rd time in a row.
I get all grade plus 2, fuck you, dude!
No, you don't.
Yes, you did. Hey,
No.
you agreed last session.
You agreed.
No.
You agreed. You agreed.
Jesse, you
You
agreed
agreed.
last session that if I
Fine.
got a 6 plus, if I got 2 6s.
Alright, baby boy.
Seth stores a boggery for 12 sessions to get a perfect roll.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Roll your fucking bone feel.
Oh, I'm
Pretty
so
good.
excited. I can never
Someday
fail
you're gonna
roll.
fucking use that augury and not just hoard it like a weirdo.
I'm gonna hoard it.
Seth
for a few
hoards
more
augury to
sessions.
get 12 points to
3
use
more
on an
sessions.
active nuclear missile head.
Hey, does the advanced basic moves count with augury?
What does that even mean?
You know the advanced 3 basic moves you get?
Yeah, augury's not
Yeah.
one of them.
Damn.
It's the basic moves. Augury certainly is not basic.
It's basic for me.
Well, we
I
haven't
don't know
used it
why
yet, so
it's
for
not
all we
basic for
know,
you
it
guys.
might be basic.
Alrighty. Well, let's get the show on the road.
Yeah. I'm excited.
So it's been about another week. Not a whole lot's happened. It's been a good time, but you know, whatever. Almost non-stop though. Rusty's cult has been making things a kind of a fucking madhouse all over the boat.
Of course, you know.
Considering with the 12, he gets his 3 fucking barter, 3 surplus, as well as
Party.
he gets party.
Jeez, Rusty, how come
and
you
augury.
get to, how come the cult lets you have all of the barter?
Rusty is just Hal guy. Give me your money.
Coffee for Rusty. Oh boy. But essentially they've just been like having a big fucking time of it, and it's really fucking annoying for pretty much the rest of y'all, I think. It's loud. Whenever they're in the bar, they're drinking and dancing. They keep trying to get into shit they shouldn't. They're just like, you've noticed that like what food you had is starting to like get a lot lower than you'd have liked, considering they're eating a lot of it. It's good to not have them be like pissy or anything, but like it's kind of just as much of a problem for them to be really like having a good time. But right now, hopefully, you'll be able to offload them to someone else and not have to worry so much, unless they like break something or kill somebody.
Blue fingers, where did all the hamburger helper go?
I eat those food.
Yeah, basically, just a fucking army of Garfield.
It's a shame you didn't make one of them Garfield.
I think right now all of you are making whatever last minute like things you're doing before you hit land, because Millions is visible, and you're going to be there easily, probably within like an hour or two. What is everybody doing to prepare?
Okay, preparing to land. I am taming the dog so it joins our team.
Well, you know, if you do that, it'll die eventually.
Oh, okay then. Never mind. The dog stays out. Sorry, dog. Anyway, I am. Giuseppe is probably like gathering up stuff to sell to the millionaires, since he knows they'll probably like maybe have some interest in any of the junk they've managed to gather.
Yeah, it's been a couple
And-
weeks, so
Like mentally preparing himself to tell them about Krunk's declaration.
right.
And probably in the meantime, he's still been looking at All or Nothing a bit more, and maybe considering, is there someone over here who'd be able to transcribe this much faster than I could?
I'm not sure you know anybody in particular that is a fucking code breaker, but you could certainly ask.
Yep.
Rusty? The important thing with Rusty, I think, is, are you participating in your own party?
Absolutely.
Sick. So what are you doing?
I'm so sorry. They are screaming. Well,
That's just the party.
okay, that's part of the party. If they bark and meow, they bark and meow. It's in the party. Well, I guess I'm gonna go have a good time in the fucking bar. Cause I'm going to assume that's where everybody has, gone to. But I'm also gonna be like, hey, don't drink that much. Hey, come on, guys. We can't be doing all this. Tiger? Half and half. Half, going about it, but also, hey, we've got to draw a few lines here, guys.
That's fair. What are you doing, Lug?
I think Lug is gathering his thoughts and trying to figure out the best way to explain and elaborate on the boat to Lorem and co.
Alrighty. I think nothing particularly much happens while you're like getting to the dock, except for one thing, Giuseppe.
Uh-oh.
While you're going over like some of your notes, your maps and such, you notice something on the radar.
Okay, I look at the radar.
The blip for Jonathan's is gone.
That's no
Oh.
good. Huh.
Oh, that's exciting.
That's not exciting, that's scary.
That's exciting.
Giuseppe just like looks at it for a little bit, like somewhat concernedly, because he's only half sure of what the dots mean, but he doesn't like that it's disappeared. He feels like he needs to tell people about it.
Does he?
I guess like the people who know about the radar he tells, which would pretty much be like Rusty and Lug. Hey, guys, the dot that's supposed to go to Jonathan's, it's no longer there. It just I looked over and it's not there.
Rusty is paying zero attention while trying to, get everybody to please don't drink so much. Please, you guys, come on. We've only got so much rations. Everybody, please.
I think Lug would pay a bit more attention to this. I think he would plop on over and have a look at the radar. Of course, to find the same image as before. But is the dot anywhere else? Is it?
It
or
is.
it just
It is simply
wiped?
gone.
Huh. What'd you do? What'd you do
I
to
did
this?
nothing. I was just like hanging in my room, getting things together for our landing, and I looked over and I saw hey, wait a minute, aren't there supposed to be more dots on there? And then I like compared our map and it's like, yep, there's nothing at Jonathan's.
Alright, sorry guys. What's going on?
Jonathan's gone.
Giuseppe broke my thing.
I didn't break it. I never break anything.
No, back up. Giuseppe, hold on, calm down for a moment. What do you mean, just Jonathan's gone?
The dot that's supposed to be on Jonathan's, whatever the dot means, if it means another Eggman or something,
Alright.
it's gone.
I'm sorry for a moment. I thought you meant Jonathan's was gone.
Oh, the island. No, the island isn't gone. It's the dot that's supposed to be on the island is gone.
You had me worried for a moment.
Giuseppe like thinks briefly in his mind like of the possibility that Jonathan's has sunk into the water, but he like lets it pass.
Alright, well that's I don't know how to feel about that. A little weird, I guess. Jorlances. Man, I'm sorry, Martha.
Yeah, indeed.
Sorry.
Yeah, the Exodia kind of makes its final sort of approach around midday, and you notice that there's quite a few people kind of on the shore, like kind of the welcome party, basically. A nice crowd of people who you recognize as like a bunch of the folks you fought with, with, not against, and you make ground.
Oh hell yeah.
Hey everyone.
I think the first thing that happens is like everybody kind of crowds around pretty hard. Everyone from your cult, Rusty, kind of mingles immediately. Like a bunch of the millionaires talking to like old friends about some of the weird shit that happened, some of the weird things they seen while they were out. And the Velcrones kind of just like finally having someone else to talk to that wasn't them, and so they basically just fuck off.
Understandable.
You at least particularly notice that Thistle like kind of shoves bodily through the crowd. A bunch of people give her nasty looks, and stalks off somewhere on her own. How do you take being surrounded by a bunch of folks?
Me? I love it. Rusty loves it.
Not just you, everybody.
Giuseppe's like a little like on edge as always he is, but he's like happy to see familiar faces in a place where he knows he won't be attacked. So yeah, he's pretty happy.
I think Lug would also be kind of on edge until he were to see, like, is it Lenore?
Which one?
Lorem is the
Mechanic.
engineer.
Lorem, not Lenore.
Lorem.
Lorem.
Lenore's the cook.
Yeah, I think
Well,
he'd
you get... Okay, go on.
he'd be on edge until he saw Lorem.
That's fair.
Giuseppe would
First,
probably
though,
like
you...
looking off for like the people he knows a lot, like Len.
First, though, you see Silver. Silver kind of pushes their way out of the crowd.
Fuck yeah.
Giuseppe's like immediately excited because Silver's his pal.
Yeah, and they go, well, howdy! Fancy seeing you back here so soon.
Silver, my bud! I didn't know you were still around here.
They come up and, like, they, like, give you a hug, Giuseppe. And then
Giuseppe is very happy.
Yeah, and then they offer you a handshake, Lug.
Oh, of course he eagerly offers it back. Offers handshake back. That's the word.
And then, you know, gives a good firm handshake. And then pats Rusty on the shoulder.
Hey, bud. How's it going?
Well, never better. Seems that y'all have got yourself a real lucrative deal, didn't you?
I think Lug, like, comedically looks over at Giuseppe.
What did I do?
Yeah, we're all looking at Giuseppe now.
Wait, what did I do?
Well, you got a deal. You got a good deal.
Yeah, I think that was a good deal. I think so.
I'm not gonna ask how you managed to get them to agree to such a advantageous split, but the future is bright. Our profit is assured, and it's all thanks to you.
Yep. Everything been doing okay with you?
Oh, fine. You should know, Metal Traders will send a weekly convoy with your share. Considering most settlements don't exactly have a foundry, they can't exactly process it. So you're really you're more taking some problem material off us.
All right. Again, we can use all the metal we need.
Of course. And oh, hey, look! The first convoy is here already. And you look out, and there's a good, like, 4 or 5, I'd say wider and larger than the Exodia type rafts that seem to be lugging along a good bunch of, like, sections of the hull.
Ooh,
Which,
I think Lug's immediately interested.
Yeah, they'll stick around for a few days before shoving off. Same with me, actually. If you want to talk to me, I'm around. I'm sure you'll recognize my little dinghy somewhere.
Good to know. We're going to be hanging around here for a little while. I think there's some stuff we want to get done while we're around.
Good. Before y'all head off, I'd like to talk to you in particular, Giuseppe. Just, a little one-to-one, man, person-to-person kind of thing.
I gotcha.
Good. I'll see you in a bit. And they kind of, like, swamp back into the crowd as someone else kind of shows up. Lena herself kind of parts the crowd and is like, okay, everybody, back off. Don't smother them, Christ. And I think your cultists and the millionaires, they do kind of like back off and they go off and do their own thing, just as a group, except for Nickel, Zinc, and Lara, or Lyra. And Lyra are just kind of sticking around.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Nickel's kind of like, yeah, after that bullshit, we're not leaving you alone.
Yeah, that's welcoming, honestly. That feels a lot better than just going about by myself or not like a just Isle. As good as he is, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a wimp, isn't he?
I don't know. If you guys saw him pick up that huge metal...
If you guys saw him pick up that box, you would have thought otherwise, honestly. It was pretty remarkable. Like, what? I didn't know anyone could pick something up like that. One arm, too. It was real something.
That's just because you're a big baby.
Yeah.
You have stick limbs.
He looks at his arms, then down to his legs.
Yeah, I do, don't I?
Yeah, Lena approaches, like giving all y'all a handshake. You know, everyone who's here, including Nichols, Zink, and Lyra. It's like, it's good to see you again.
Hey, good to see you as well.
Great.
Oh, he's gonna put out a hand. Wrong hand. Then the correct hand. The hand. Not the not hand.
It gets shaken.
Hell yeah.
Well, while you, I don't know how long you decide to stick around, but, we'll certainly, you know, allow the Heroes of the Liberation War, some hospitality. If you'd like, you can go ahead and, I suppose, tour, on your own, you know, see what's changed, have a nice time. After you've, seen what you like, I will be in the administrative building, if you need me. Also, sorry for that broadcast. There was no particular emergency. It was mostly a test. Though the timing for the mail delivery was certainly nice.
Hope you can appreciate what I did.
You did that, yeah, okay. But I think behind her kind of steps out Lorem. You did not see her where the hell she came from, other than behind Lena. And she approaches Lug. It's like, hello?
Whoa.
So, how was
he
the
holds
ride?
out a hand and he begins talking. Oh, it was terrifying. Hugest thing. We got a lot of metal from it though.
Yes, it seems. Hopefully this will make our own efforts easier.
He looks around a little bit, just kind of like, I guess kind of more looking towards the convoy that's on its way, and he looks back, and he stops for a moment, and he goes, do you know where we're gonna build this?
Absolutely. We've already set up a sort of makeshift shipyard if you'd like to come visit later on.
Ooh, of course.
My workshop's been moved over there as well, due to some of my more dangerous experimentation. Things like, you know, saying things like collateral damage and such.
He nods his head understandingly.
You would understand. But I think as she's wandering over, or like letting her eyes wander over your ship, she notices the engine that is somewhere. I'm not gonna like, you know, expunge on how it's there and hasn't sunk in your boat, but it's there. And she doesn't really
Perfectly
change her
balanced.
what's that?
Perfectly balanced.
Yeah, exactly. Like an egg. She doesn't like change her her face much, but you can tell that like she is like, I don't know, like holy shit. I'm gonna have to request for you to bring that over to the shipyard so that I can examine it.
I'm probably gonna need some help getting it over there.
We'll send some people. And then she stalks off. That's probably the most excited you've seen her. Or at least outwardly excited.
I think he looks back to the engine, and he would smile if you could see it.
It's a smile just for you. Yeah, Lena finishes up saying, well, that was a little weird. You know where I'll be. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to find directions towards the new postings for anybody you'd like to find. There's not a whole lot of places in this place that everyone doesn't know. Other than that, have a good time. I have work I need to finish. And unless anybody stops her, she goes ahead and walks off, leaving y'all.
Well, if nobody else is gonna do anything.
Giuseppe,
Yes, Slug?
shouldn't you, talk to her?
Probably, yeah. Not looking forward to it, but yeah, I should probably. I don't know, maybe I should wait until she unbusies herself.
It may be good to get it over with.
I suppose you're right. Oh boy, here I go. I guess Giuseppe goes off in that direction, hoping to not bother her too much.
I think Fuzz kind of like grabs your shoulder, like, wait, you dumb motherfucker. At least wait a
Oh,
bit. Go and look around. She said she was busy. Don't let her get annoyed by you.
fair enough.
Save the bad news for some other time.
Yes, fair enough.
Good.
What do you think we should do instead? You guys got any ideas? I assume the whole gang is around here.
I think Darnell's like, I'm gonna go see where the fucking fun is, man.
You have your fun. You have your fun, but you may like end up like upside down in a barrel again. So don't blame me.
Hey, that means it's just a good time.
Go off, Darnell. You two, do you have any ideas? I was just gonna go see Len for a bit, hang out with him, see what's going on.
Quill and I are going to check out some things. I don't know about Bung. I guess Bung just kind of like shrugs.
You can come with me if you want. You can hang out with some other people if you want. I'm gonna go see Len and see what's up.
Shrug again. But like a less of a shrug and more of a like, I'll go shrug.
Alright. So we go off to Len. At least me and Bung.
Well, first, did you want to talk to Silver, or?
If Silver's around, I would like to, like, since he wanted me first, I would like to talk to him, then yeah.
Okay. What is Rusty gonna be doing? Rusty, you have an
Well-
entourage of 3 folks.
3 folks.
Yep.
Well, that's a lot
Nichols and
better than
Chimera.
just one. Chances are I'm not gonna be attacked in millions, though. Chances are. I'm probably going to go find Isle, cause he mentioned something about God giving me a new hand. And I'm utterly curious about what he meant exactly.
I think you saw Isle walk off in the direction of, I think you, like, ask around, like, what's in that direction, and somebody tells you, that's where the central hospital is.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to the Central Hospital, huh? Shop, shop, shop.
Okay. And where is Lug going?
I think Lug is probably gonna go look for Lungs, catch up, harass him a bit.
That's fair. Alright, we'll start with you, Giuseppe. So you said
Okay.
you were going towards, Silver?
Yep.
Okay, you find Silver taking stock of, well, kind of like taking a leadership position of the convoy. It's kind of a bit haphazard, but, you know, they got piles of, relatively thick, long rectangles of metal. Stuff that's real good for, you know, well, probably good for, you know, making a whole ass boat out of, but not good for, like, selling to people. Because no one outside of, like, a whole ass warlord or something would really want it. And they see you out of the corner of their eye and they're like, ah, Giuseppe! Well, no, not, fuck, what was that Canadian? It's like, howdy!
Hey.
Well, it's nice to see you out and about. Thanks for paying me a visit.
Anytime. Just wanted to stop back here for a little bit. We heard we were needed, and we had just had like a bit of a adventure over in where we went after leaving millions. So
Hollister.
yeah. Pro tip: you may want to be like a little like calm. You be careful going around Hollister. They've been like a little bit like wild lately. I don't know. I don't want to go into it all. It's a very long story and kind of unpleasant.
Well, I don't know much about Hollister, don't do much trading around there, but I'll take the warning in kind. Now, unfortunately, I have to give my own sort of warning to y'all.
All right.
And he takes you aside, or they take you aside, and they're like, "What did I tell you about avoiding the weird shit?"
You said to do that, yeah?
Yes, I did. And I get the feeling that you didn't listen to me.
No.
Well, we tried to, but I have a feeling the weird shit is starting to follow us around. Again, there's a
Well,
lot.
you need to.
A lot
No,
keeps
you're
happening
not
between
avoiding it, son. You're going straight towards it.
I mean, I guess.
I know what you're doing, and it's not going to end well for you.
Well, I guess you do.
I noticed one of your gals just lost her damn foot. I saw that weirdo who lost his hand. You know the bad shit's coming around when the weird people start losing parts of themselves.
Yeah, I don't know. Already, yeah, I guess it is right. He like rubs his eye patch like a bit sadly.
I can't tell you what to do, much as I want to. Much as you're like a son to me. But I don't want to watch you, fall apart because of this shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Just take my warning in kind. If you keep on like this, it's not going to end pretty.
All right,
That's
thank you,
all I had to
Silva.
say.
I just hope I can like, if I do try to avoid it, I hope I can keep it up. Something tells me I won't be able to. It's just something about like what's been going on lately feels like I won't be able to escape it. I don't know.
They sigh. They're like, well, where you go, I cannot follow. And so I wish you the best. I'll be around if you need to talk more. You have a nice day, Giuseppe.
Thank you, Silva.
Rusty, you were going to...
The central medical office.
Right,
then
Central
I can-
Hospital.
Yeah, Central Hospital, so I could talk to Isle because he said something about God giving me a new hand, possibly, maybe. What the fuck is up with that?
Oh, something I forgot to mention is that as y'all kind of left the dock, you got to a sort of main square area where it's sort of a plaza, where there's a statue in the middle of it. Well, statue, quote-unquote, that looked as though it was made out of the Queen's, like, power armor, though you could tell that it was stripped of, like, most of the, actual working bits. Put in a position of, like, sort of, like, how would I put it? Like...
Humiliation?
No, it's like they're they're on their back on the ground, like, reaching up, like, oh no, don't hit me. As a faceless figure made
Cowardice.
Sure, as a faceless figure above them holds a spear to their chest. Yeah, you got to saw that nice little bit. But you're going towards Central Hospital. Central Hospital is a new building.
Oh.
Well, at least like it's a different building than the triage center they had before. It's larger, more spacious. It's cleaner, thank God.
Oh, hell yeah.
More importantly, it's not fucking hit by a shell.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of important.
Yeah. But yeah, when you come in through the double doors that swing nicely, it's very cool inside.
Oh.
Nicely lit. Inside is... Well, there's three people. There's... Oh, that you recognize. There's Fuzz and Quill are there, and there's also Isle, and Ellen is speaking to them.
I'm gonna eavesdrop.
You're gonna eavesdrop?
I wanna hear. I wanna hear before interrupting anything.
Roll... Cool. Give me a straight cool roll. Good enough.
Enough? Okay.
You hear them speaking. Ellen is essentially telling them that they don't have any available prosthetics. That they don't normally have the ability to manufacture them very well. That comes from another source, and that concerning the war, a lot of people had to use them, and even then, a lot of millionaires are still going without and are using like crutches or whatever things they've been able to scrap together.
Mm-hmm.
But since that was a partial success, they do notice you.
Oh, that's okay.
I think Fuzz kind of looks a little sour about it.
I'm gonna wave.
I always back. Ellen's like, well, that's a nice to see you again.
Yeah. How's it going?
Oh, it's going.
Sorry if I interrupted anything, by the way.
I think Fuzz and Quill are like, no, we were just leaving. It's fine.
You sure?
Yes, it's fine.
Alright, just wanted to make sure I can wait.
Yeah, they step out. Owls, they're like, well, it's pretty obvious you heard. I was kind of looking around for something to help you out, but
No, it's fine. It's fine, honestly. Like, I don't intend on getting anything just yet. To begin with, I was just trying to look for you, cause you said something funny to me, whenever I was still on the bed, about God giving me a new hand or something.
give me a sharp roll.
Sharp roll.
Yeah. Dang. Okay.
Hell yeah. I'm
Yeah,
getting
you
good
definitely
rolls.
notice Elena's eyes kind of definitely widen, and like she seems like surprised, but then immediately recomposes herself.
Hmm.
I'll kind of just like, hand behind head, like scratching, like, I didn't really mean anything by it. It's just, like when you just hope for, it's like Santa Claus,
It's a regional dialect.
it's a regional dialect. And he's inching kind of towards the door, like awkwardly, like, well, I got some places to go, just like,
Uh, Alright.
Who did you say was here, Elena?
Yep.
Yeah. Seeing as I took note at the surprise, I look over to Elena.
I'm assuming I should not have been told that.
I'm not at liberty to say anything more about the subject.
Alright, I won't push then.
If you'd like to speak of something else, though, we can talk.
I was just trying to find him so then I can ask him about that, but, obviously I was not supposed to know about that in the begin with. How you been, though? It's been a while.
Oh, just a little less mobile, and she kind of wheels herself out on a wheelchair. Yeah, that hit to the hip sure did a number on me.
Yeah.
We're still not particularly sure if I'll be able to walk again, but, hey, baby steps.
Yeah, here's the hoping.
More importantly, show me your hand. Or rather,
alright.
lack thereof.
He walks on over and presents the nub.
Ugh, disgusting. You haven't been changing these very often, have you? And she
not
pulls out a
really.
roll of gauze and starts to, like, unwrap and then rewrap it.
Thank you.
Honestly, you need to take better care of yourself.
He just looks away like, yeah. Yeah, I do, don't I? Doesn't actually say anything, but yeah. He's got that look.
More importantly, how have you been feeling since the loss?
I guess. Like, how so? Like, pain-wise, or?
Well, anything that comes to mind.
It kind of itches here and there. Feels like something should be there, but isn't. Just kind of weird. Nothing too special outside of that, really. Pain's been alright. Like, physical, I
I don't mean to
guess.
pry, but was it a particularly traumatic incident?
Yeah, actually.
Have you noticed any particular shift in personality since then?
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, yeah. Yeah, everything's been a little wild with me and, everybody with me. Not Lug and Giuseppe's folk, but my folk.
I'm not sure how to respond to that.
Honestly, it's weird, like, everybody's been a little more violent. And I don't know how to go about with that. I never really had any much experience for this kind of stuff, so...
Well, you know the sort of people we are, and that we rule through discipline. So perhaps, in the absence of a particularly disciplined leader, they have been running a bit amok. So I suppose something you could try is to be a bit more heavy-handed with them.
Heavy-handed.
Tell them what to do. Tell them what they shouldn't do, and then enforce your own rules.
All right.
Don't halfway things. You know, finish what you mean, or
Mhm.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Do as you say. Be an example. Don't allow them to shirk their responsibilities.
All right. All right. That's good to know. Thank you.
I can't exactly play therapist to every single one of them, especially in however short a time you're going to be here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it's up to you to set people straight.
Mhm.
Considering, if I remember correctly, the work transfer is going to be a bit more permanent from now on, it will be likely that we have essentially no jurisdiction over you. The people who are with you, that is to say, will not be ours but yours.
Oh. All right. Yeah. I guess that makes sense, huh?
They'll certainly still be considered citizens. They didn't fight a war over nothing.
Mhm.
But they will be less considered residents. That's enough of the heavy shit.
Oh.
Give me a handshake.
Me handshake?
Yeah.
Alright. Shake with the wrong hand on accident, and then, you know...
That's fine. Like, when you grab, like, she pulls back a bit, and, like,
Oh.
you're still holding onto something.
Oh.
She sits back, and kind of, like, for a moment, just kind of looks at you.
Yeah.
There's a hand in your hand.
What the fuck? What do you mean there's a hand in my hand?
There's a hand.
Where my not hand used to be?
No, your actual... Well,
My real
when you
hand,
grabbed,
okay.
when you grabbed with a hand, there's a hand in your hand.
What the fuck? What kind of hand in my hand?
It's flesh-colored, kind of cold.
Kinda cold.
What is this?
Are you fucking kidding me? I've been working on that for so... Ugh, give that back. And she takes the hand back and, like, kind of plugs it back in to whatever thing it's there. It's like, I've been working on that for fucking months, and you just... Ugh.
I'm sorry. It just like shook me.
Alright, I understand. A month wasted. Fuck.
I didn't expect it.
It's fine, it's fine. Just leave so I can think of a better way to do that.
Just
Oh no,
leave.
it's fine.
You
leave.
just need to go. You'll be
I
fine.
need to go. I need to be alone and think about this.
We'll be fine. You just need to go.
Tiger, please.
Yeah, Tiger. Thanks, Tiger. Thirdly, Lug, right? You were going to look for
Yes.
lungs?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, everybody kind of, like, immediately knows exactly who you're talking about. You know, like, they're not an outsider. They point you towards, kind of the opposite end from where the shipyards currently are. They call it, the growing farms. And it's characterized pretty simply by a pretty large chain link fence around it. It goes from maybe 50 or so feet, like, onto the mountain itself, and then kind of extends towards or into the ocean.
Is it 50 feet high, or...?
No, it's like 50 feet, like, away. You know, like, horizontal.
Right, right.
There's been some work on, like, making it less of, like, a steepness or whatever. Yeah, but, like, it's not exactly easy to, you know, do that kind of earthwork.
Right.
But you find lungs, as well as I think a good dozen currently working in the fields. It's very muddy, very silty. It's like somebody scooped up, like, sediment that you've seen at, like, the bottom of the blue, and, like, brought it up. It's very goopy. But you'd see, like, kind of rows that they've made out of that goop, and some things that are actually kind of sprouting out of them. But Lungs, I think, notices you. He's pushing a big wheelbarrow full of the glop. He's got big blue overalls right now, just kind of caked in mud. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he, like, waves you over.
Ooh. And Lug, of course, like, trots on over. I think he makes effort to avoid trotting through the glop.
There's a couple like walkways to make it easier to get around.
Right.
But when you get to him, he like, with a very muddy hand takes like one of your hands in both of his and like, shakes it and is like, "Hey, how you doing? How have you been?"
It's been good. It's been good. And he returns the handshake. What's
Yeah, you come away with a lot more mud than you thought you would.
What's all this? What's going on? And he kind of gestures around.
These are the growing farms. I've kind of been elected the manager of agriculture.
Agro what?
Growing shit.
This don't look like seaweed.
No, it's well, some of it's seaweed. Under the water over there is seaweed, but over here is surface plants. Like from the before times.
For real? You're
Yeah,
fucking with me.
No. Look. And he brings you over to one of the like green things spreading out of like, surface mud. It's like, you see that? There's like a single leaf currently like on a stem.
Yeah.
That's a potato. It's like a weird ball that like has a like it's like, the feeling when you like bite into a really thick seaweed stalk?
Yeah.
It's like that, but like it's a whole ball.
Is it like that egg Rusty carries around?
That thing. It's solid. It's not like a weird bulb thing. Look, you can come back in like a few more weeks and we'll have them ready, but this is kind of the first harvest whenever this happens. We're not sure if we're really doing everything right, but something's got to be happening right, because we got these things.
It's amazing. And I think he, by now he was kind of squatting down on the ground looking at it, and he gets back up. Are these all
Oh no,
potatoes?
No, some of them are a bunch of different things. Stuff that like we kind of just like putting them all in the same kind of stuff, so we're not sure if that's all correct what we should do, but some of it's potatoes, some were tomatoes. Some of the bigger seeds we got, one said like apple. Not sure how long that'll take, because it's taking a while. Just it's a whole bunch of different shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, I got it. It's been good, growing for the sake of a community rather than a single warlord.
How long did this take? I think he gestures to all the flat land.
Well, there was a whole lot of stuff we had to fix before this, but it's been at least a couple weeks. It's been a month since y'all left, so it's maybe 2.5. We kind of went along as we went, like we planted some things as we moved the dirt and the mud and stuff.
Well, I think Lud kind of like stands up a bit more straight. It's incredible what you've done here. I don't know if I should say I'm proud or impressed. Or both.
That means a lot. Getting my ass kicked by you was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Anytime. And he
Please
points
never
a finger.
again. Please never again. That was horrible. I hated it. Please never again.
How are you feeling after that, anyways?
After
everything that happened. Is it hurt?
No, I'm good. Elena takes good care of me. there were some complications, but she went right in there and she does good she does good work.
Well, I'm glad that everything's working out.
Yeah, so am I.
Oh. And I think Lug gets kind of excited for a moment. Come with me. I want to ask you something. And
I mean, all right, sure. I'm gonna track Mud around, but
I think Lug leads him to the Exodia.
okay, Mud is tracked to the Exodia.
Of course. And Rusty will clean it up. And
yeah, with that broom you never used.
yeah. He'll spread it
Still
around.
got that broom to this day.
He'll spread it around.
It's in his inventory.
Well, I do have all those pockets.
How much
Yeah.
harm is the broom?
Zero.
-1.
Negative-
It heals.
Negative one?
Yeah.
It heals.
Okay, so you've brought him to the Exodia.
And I think Lug shows him the weird thing that he has.
Which,
The macaroni?
Yeah, the macaroni. This is this a potato? And he kind of shows it to him, or is this something else?
that's something else. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know why you decided to show a farmer a weird spaghetti that moves. I mean, Laura might know, but right, she's the weirdest one out of everyone.
Huh.
Don't bite that. I don't think that's good for you.
So it isn't food.
No. Well, it was nice to meet. Back up. I'm gonna go back to work though.
Alrighty.
Right, y'all have a nice day.
You too, bud. And I think with that, Lug would make his way to Orem. But, of course, if you wanted to give everyone else a turn.
Yeah. Giuseppe, was there anything you were gonna do after Silver?
I was gonna go try to see if Len was around, maybe see what he has in store, and also if he knows any code breakers.
Okay. Rusty, what were you doing?
Well, seeing as Elena wants me back out because I accidentally fucked up with that out of shock, I guess I'm backing up and I will come back later. And I did notice Thistle walking off. Want to see
Right.
what's up with her.
I think you ask around and people definitely know where the hell she went.
Oh hell yeah. Easy peasy.
Leaving destruction and fear in her wake. She went over to the new central cafeteria.
Oh hell yeah. Food time.
But we'll start real quick with Giuseppe.
Oh yeah.
You get pointed towards the main storage depot, which is another larger building that you kind of recognize as where the supplies were when you stole them that one time.
I remember that. Good times.
Yeah, they moved everything back in. Yeah, you walk over with Bung, and you go in. It's a very spacious building, but the very first there's a couple offices inside of it before the whole ass warehouse type shit. It's weird to see this place not surrounded by rubble and sandbags and shit, but you do see Len as soon as you walk in.
Hey, Len.
I think Len was kind of dozing for a sec and was like, "Well, fuck, what? Oh, Giuseppe, what?"
Yeah, me and the crew just got back in here. We were called upon and we decided to stop by.
Well, hell, shit, good to see you again. He gets up and you notice that arm that you remember he had in a sling, or in a cast actually, that was in a sling. It's no longer in a cast, but it is still in a sling.
Okay, that's good.
And he walks up and reaches out his one hand that isn't in a sling to you.
I shake it.
Yeah, how you been?
I've been pretty good. I mean, it could be better, of course. Everything could be better, but we've made it back.
You're
We've
telling
made it
me.
here and back in a few other places in one piece.
Yeah, from what I've heard of from the other, work transfer folks, stuff was weird. Is it true that the tanker like went from like end to end? Like you just couldn't see the whole thing?
It was like a big thing, and we saw some like weird stuff in it. I don't know if I want to talk about it. I say things are a long story a lot, but really,
Well, if you want to talk about it with anyone, I hope that person's me.
hmm. Actually, no, I did. Well, I don't know if you'd directly be able to help me with this, but maybe you could point me in the right direction for something. But Giuseppe pulls out his All or Nothing book. While we were exploring that tanker, we saw this. We saw like a bunch of like different media stuff, and one of it was this book right here. I've been cracking at it a little bit, and it's a deciphered book talking about something about the old times, I believe. I've been making
Hmm.
pretty good progress with it, but I'm getting a bit impatient about how it's going along a bit slowly. Do you happen to have any like good code breakers around here in Millions who would know how to decipher it faster than I can?
Hmm. I mean, I used to be the code breaker in my old or in the during the war, but I don't know if I was very good at it. But two heads can be better than one, probably. I could help you.
I'd gladly like to work on this with you while we're around. It's gotten some interesting stuff, some weird stuff. Mm,
Well, I guess you can tell me all about it whenever you want.
let's see.
In the meantime, though, let's not talk about work right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Uh, I suppose. Well, I mean, not about work, but about like how we are. So, you kind of seem, I don't know, all over the place. Like, what happened?
Um, well, after the fiascos we just been to, our last major stop was just at Hollister, right after we visited that wreck. And Hollister is like, okay, I'm gonna be blunt here. I hate Hollister. Hollister
I
kind
don't
of
know anything
sucks.
about
They
it.
don't really like us. I'm surprised we managed to get out in one piece.
Jeez. Well, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, it again, it's I really don't know how to describe whatever happened there, but yeah, it's got me a bit shaken up. And right now I'm
Well, I
shaken up.
hope you finished your business there.
Yeah, I'm glad we have. Silver's like saw me in this shaken up state actually, and he's thinking like I should maybe like call off like some of this whole adventure and stuff I'm doing. Like I guess it's not adventuring, but I've been trying to go to a few places to investigate like certain stuff we've managed to come across on our travels recently. A lot of stuff's been happening in the past few months. And
Well, if I'm being honest, I kind of wish I could get out there.
hmm,
Like, they kind of like lift their shoulder a bit. And it's like, well, like after the war, we got to realizing that like I've got I can't move my arm no more.
hmm.
Permanent damage and all that. So it's like I can only like imagine the kind of like how less boring it'd be, out and about, you know, exploring the blue.
It's certainly exciting out here. Just I don't know. Silver doesn't want me to go and wants me to stop looking into the weird stuff. It's not gonna. He says it's not. They say it's not gonna be good for us.
Well, I don't know much about silver, but like I mean, what is there other than like the weird stuff to make life good?
That
Like
is true.
the only reason why life is fun is because of the weird stuff.
Hmm.
Like
That is true.
I don't get nearly enough weird stuff here. It's all so fucking this is all the same.
Yeah.
Oh, what what isn't the same though? And they kind of prop themselves back up. Uh, we got a bunch of new weapons and shit. Opening trade back up has given us a lot of new supplies. If you'd like, just hit us up whenever you'd like. We could probably do some. I can't do it as well as I used to, but I could probably like modify anything you currently have. I could, you could take a look at my wares. Uh, you know, just fair trades, stuff like that.
I definitely like to look at your stuff. We've gotten plenty of barter from selling stuff nearby, so yeah, I'd
Cool,
like
cool,
to look
cool.
at some stuff. I feel like it's always good to be prepared.
Well, did you want to do that now? Did you want to, I don't know, look around more? I'm sure the commander wants to talk to you by now.
Yeah, she does probably. I feel like I should probably get that sorted out like as early as possible. Can be a bit of a band-aid to rip off.
Sounds like something I shouldn't know.
Hmm. It's alright. Well, I'll get it done soon. Everything should be good.
All right. Is that like your cue to leave, or?
Um, I guess like maybe I look around for like a little bit more, and I make a promise to come back to buy stuff. But I do want to like get headed towards Lena soon enough.
All right, that's fair. I think it's the other way around, but all right. Rusty, you're heading towards the cafeteria, right?
Yeah, because Thistle's there. She seemed upset. Stormed off. A little
You
more than
recognize
usual.
You recognize the cafeteria as that building where you found some of those like semi-captive merchants.
Hmm.
You know, the one where there was a lot of fighting and some folks got hurt. I think you remember Yorick in particular got dead.
Roderick. His name was
Roderick? Was it Roderick?
It was Roderick.
I was sure it was Yorick. What?
No, it was Roderick.
Okay, it's
I
Roderick. I'm sorry.
remembered.
Well,
We
you
sent
good
him
lad,
out to
you
sea.
remembered because I didn't.
It's weird. Rusty remembered everybody's names.
Yeah, too
Even
bad
the
he didn't
people who
remember to
just
keep them
left.
alive.
Hey. It's just a shame, huh?
Rusty,
could've
if
prevented
only
that.
you had your bulldozer operation manual skills, you could have saved me from this pile of rubble. Yorick, probably.
Yorick, probably. Please. Please. Yorick was my father's name. Call me Roderick. Anyway, yeah. Anything
you-
interesting?
Yeah, you head down there. You see that it's been patched up pretty well. That big old hole made from the explosive has been kind of covered up in like plaster and stuff, and they cleaned out all the broken glass, and the tables don't have nearly so many bullet holes as they used to.
They're
but you
upright.
see, what's that?
They're upright instead of on their side.
Yeah, people are sitting at them and eating instead of hiding behind them and shooting guns.
It's real nice.
One of them is
Things that
still
usually
doing that.
happen.
It's super fucking weird.
It's really annoying.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are currently there eating, considering it's midday, and you are probably getting a bit hungry by now.
Yeah.
But you do see Thistle. Thistle's at the counter, kind of like leaning pretty heavily over it, talking pretty closely at Lenore.
Oh, poor Lenore. Well, I'm gonna walk up, not interrupt the conversation. I want to eavesdrop again.
Okay. Try
Second
go ahead
time's
and
the
roll
charm.
cool again.
Real cool, huh?
Yeah. Well,
thank you,
So-
Sidekick Bot.
you kind of like see the difference between like last time and this time is that like a partial success meant that you did hear but you got caught. You don't hear shit and you get caught in this one.
Yeah, that's understandable.
You
I
just
bumbled a
like
bit
you
too
kind of
much.
creep up and you like you're making a show of it kind of, but you
Oops.
slip on your own like rusty slime and like bang your fucking like your knee against the corner of one of the tables.
I take 3 damage and I'm dying. I am dead now.
No. You get hurt so bad you're suddenly a heart holder. Or no, you become a fucking brainer or something. I don't know.
I'm the mechanic now.
But you make a fucking commotion and like they
whoops.
look at you and Thistle like has a real fucking sour look, and then just like stalks off, like leaves the building,
Oh no.
leaving Lenore, who kind of like shyly like, "Hi, how's it going?"
Alright, sorry for interrupting that.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Well,
He kind of gets straightens up after, fumbling and falling and hitting his fucking knee. Good shit.
how's it been? Been a while,
Well,
huh?
It's been a while. I just want to clear the air super quick. Like, Thistle, she wasn't like bullying me or anything. Like, it's not like that.
Alright, that's good at least. I just wanted to see if she was alright. She seems a little angrier
she's-
than normal, I guess.
Well, that'll probably hopefully change. It sounds like you're gonna stay here for a while, so hopefully that'll change a bit.
Yeah,
Um,
hopefully. But
Yeah, spending time with her will probably be, yeah, I mean, if you, it'll be fine.
yeah, like I understand that. Mate,
Stop it. Stop that. I'm gonna delete that message.
I understand that this place probably doesn't hold the best for her. So that could be it, but you never know.
Well, I don't want to like gossip or anything. Well, it's not really gossip because it's with me.
He leans on the counter.
Well, she'll be like, she gets like real conspiratorially, like like whisper close, and it's like, well, she'll be with like like with me, so it'll be fine.
Oh, you think so?
She's kind of my girlfriend.
And he puts
Yeah,
puts the hand on his mouth like, oh shit, he really fumbled that one up. Oh no.
Yeah, like, well, most people are like, don't really like how aggro she is, but like, I think that's really hot.
Oh.
Like
I'm
step
so
on me type
sorry.
shit.
Yeah.
What? No,
yeah,
what?
No, I'm sorry for interrupting. Is what I
Oh.
mean. No, I'm not gonna mess with you on that one.
Okay, okay. Do you want something to eat, sir?
Sure, I guess. I'll take something to eat. What's on the menu?
I think currently, this is not her voice, just so you know, OOC, etc.
Yeah.
Burger.
Burger. Okay, I recognize burger.
You recognize the burgers.
You recognize burger. Anything else? That I would know right off the bat.
You probably recognize, they've got those yogurt packets that you, like, is made of, like, liquidy yogurt that you drink.
Yeah,
The
that I
soup.
swallowed whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The soup.
Okay.
Yeah, they got that. They got some of the other stuff. Some nice things. Maybe
Uh,
some corn or something.
I wouldn't know what corn is.
That's fine.
I don't think corn is something anybody would know out in the blue. Not a common thing, I don't think. Well,
Probably
shit.
Yeah, I suppose you get a plate full of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a plate full of fucking corn, a burger, one of them packets,
Nice.
yes, okay, is there anything green? The color
On the plate?
green. On the menu.
On the menu.
Anything green. Don't describe it
Jell-O.
past green. What now?
Green Jello.
Oh, green fuck yeah, I'm gonna get me some of that shit.
Okay.
That's hella.
Yeah, I
I
think when you get your plate, she like kind of waves you off, and like you turn around and you see there's Nickel, Zinc, and Lyra like kind of like whispering at each other at a table. Like, can you believe? For real?
They're just doing it on purpose at this point.
With the Fritz? No way!
I guess I'm gonna eat with them. They've got food too, right? They went ahead and grabbed something to eat.
I think after they realized that, like, well, first Nickel and Zinc didn't know you could get food there, so like, oh shit, and they go to get food, and then Lyra's like, oh wait, shit, come back.
We
We gotta gossip
more.
about this more.
Please, I need to talk about this. We
This
can't
needs
just
to be
stop.
said.
Listen, I need to get over it, and getting over it includes talking about it.
It also involves Bennett Foddy.
Involves what?
Getting over
Who
it
would be
with Bennett
most
Foddy.
likely to be the man in the pot in getting over it with Bennett Foddy?
Oh, okay.
Log.
Okay, I don't
Log.
play video games. You know
That's
this.
okay.
Fucking course it's Slug. He uses the pickaxe instead of a sledgehammer.
Okay.
Also,
Also gets cut off. Okay, so everybody's getting food, huh? I'm gonna sit down where everybody else was. Is Lyra getting food, or was she just like, no,
Yeah, they're
come
getting
back?
food.
Oh, she got food.
I think everybody gets food and comes back.
Okay, good. Good. Okay.
Oh, no, you guys, we gotta be quiet about that. Come on, not too much gossiping in a public place, please.
I think
I know it's fun to talk about it, this kind of stuff. I understand. But that's kind of a private thing.
I think Nickel kind of like gives you a look, and it's like, Blue, they
Yeah.
wouldn't call me the info broker of the Exodia if I didn't keep my mouth shut. I know things.
He gets a worried look on his face.
Wipe that smug look off your face.
No, worried, not smug.
No, she says smug anyway.
Oh, okay.
Nobody knows what the fuck smug means.
Kind of looks back down to his plate, like I guess I'm gonna just eat for a bit. Rusty dog, yeah. Feed the egg a little too. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna eat just yet. I'm gonna feed the egg a little bit
Okay.
of the
egg takes
corn.
it.
Oh hell yeah, egg just slurps
kinda
up
just,
the
like-
corn.
It just like absorbs it.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Fucking love this egg. Can't wait for it to kill me in the end. Can't wait for it to kill all of us in the end. I'm already
Is that all
doing
you do
40
here?
chess. Well, I guess because I'm gonna give Thistle her time because now that I understand what's going on, gonna give her that space. Guess I'm gonna chat and gossip with, the girls. And eat, yeah. I think that's good on my part right now. For now.
Sick. Let's see. Lug, what were you doing again?
Going to
You're
Lauren
going to the shipyard.
for macaroni purposes.
Right. Well, other purposes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
by
just
this point
macaroni.
they've towed, using a sort of small extra raft thing, they've towed the engine over. And I think Lorem's been kind of supervising that. Standing outside a kind of rundown looking shack next to the next to the shoreline. Very obviously hastily made and remade and remade and remade.
Huh.
It's like at this point it's probably like a whole different building because like everything that was used when it was first built is now something else.
Look, not being near anyone, nods his head in understandment.
Yeah, I think
But
Lenore.
she's just there, right?
Lorem, what's that?
She's just there, right?
Yeah, she's just like overseeing it. They're bringing it in now, but she does notice you and wave you over.
And he follows.
I think she kind of takes a moment, just kind of looking at it in the small distance. She's like, "It's disgusting. I love it. You found something really special here, Lug."
I found some other things. And,
Sure.
I think... Is there like a nice table you can lay things out on?
Yeah, she's probably got like a little work table outside.
I think he lays down the macaroni, of course. And, then next to the macaroni, I think he digs in his backpack for a moment. The macaroni's all nice and wrapped up, by the way. But he digs in his backpack for a moment, and he pulls out that little globe that he had found in the wreck. And I think he sticks that down kind of next to it. Kind of a bit of ways, but still, like, on the table, of course.
Right.
And kind of in, like, succession, he points to the globe, and he points to the macaroni, and he asks with each one,
is this real? And what is this?
Lug, I want you to understand that you've probably brought me the most strange and wonderful things that I've ever seen in my life. Beyond that, I have no fucking clue what that is. That bundle of whatever wiggling.
as she opened it.
Yeah, she opens it. Well, no, she's like kind of like backed away from the wiggling thing. It's like, is
think-
that some sort of animal?
I think
Do you
he-
have a fish
he-
in there?
He pulls the string of the thing to let the cloth unravel.
My God,
What is it?
I have no idea what it is. But I think she picks it up and it wiggles a lot in her hand. She's like, self-ambulatory. and then she like kind of like she pokes it with a sharp like a screwdriver, and it's like responds to stimuli.
It hurts if you touch it wrong.
How did you touch it?
Uh,
What part of your body?
my
He looks down at his hands. He looks, he pulls his glove up a little bit and he kind of points to his wrist. And would the cut still be kind of visible where that is?
I'd say it's still kind of there. It's not like the cut isn't, but like the marking of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And she goes, I think she brings out a little a penknife and brings it over her thumb, and then touches it to it. And you notice two things. The first thing is that the bead of blood that was on her hand doesn't stain it. It simply like disappears from her thumb. And the other thing is that she falls flat on her back.
oh my god.
I think, he puts the macaroni down and he grabs her, like, he
Well,
grabs
she was
a
holding the
hand to
macaroni. Like the macaroni was in her hand.
Oh. Is it like in a death
Yes.
grip now? Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a rictus grip, not a death grip, but well, that
Right.
is a rictus grip. It's more like she's just kind of holding it.
Right.
If you try to take it off, like you can definitely pull it away.
Well, I think the goal is to, like, get it away from the cut.
Right. Yeah, you pick up the macaroni and like she seems to come back to herself suddenly. It's like, you know, her hair's all frazzled as she like kind of gets up and is like, that is weird as hell.
It hurt. I warned you.
It didn't hurt so much as just feel very weird. So, and I think she like pulls out a notebook and she's writing down like self-harm stories, like change in perspective, or altered consciousness. This will require more experimentation. And she puts her notebook back down. That I think we should mess with at a later date. For now, let's deal with more practical things. That
Right.
the little orb you've got.
Yeah, yeah. This
Come into my
this
workshop.
was okay.
And he grabs it
Tell me
to
about
bring
it while
in
we
there.
work.
This was found it in the wreckage.
In
And
the wreck?
yeah.
Why would they have it in the wreck?
They had a lot
Are you
of
sure it was
things.
in the wreck? Was the wreck connected to anything?
It was well, the engine. The engine was part of it.
You do remember that the wreck was pierced by a large office building. That's where you got the globe.
Oh, and a building.
Yes, a building. You're saying the wreck was on top of a massive building. Amazing.
No, it was more like the building was through the wreck.
Even better. Lug, I'm gonna
No,
tell
I
you,
lied.
I'm going to tell you something that I consider, I suppose, a secret. And she kind of brings you further into her little workshop, and like digs out a stack of like dusty and musty books. And she pulls out one, and you read on the front of it is world geography. And she like leafs through it a bit, and then she remembers, oh right, and just goes to like the first page. And she points, and it's like a big like two-dimensional circle, but the coloring on it is like almost it's very similar to like if you were to look at that globe from one perspective. And she says, "This is where we are."
I don't think I follow.
This is or was the blue.
Is that
That little thing you have is some sort of this changes everything. That it's not just a disc. It's a orb. We're living on an orb. We live on an orb. I didn't know, I wasn't able to confirm it before. I only have these books, but with that, I think that that really confirms it.
Does this mean that what's this green?
Any
Those
kind of points?
imagine a mountain like Million, but like everywhere. If you stood in the middle of them, you would never see you would never see the blue.
I think Lug kind of sits down for a second.
It's amazing, I know.
Are you sure? Sure.
85%. It's possible these are all artistic renditions, but I believe that I have enough to go on. Life is never made up of, sure things. There's always some room.
Why isn't it like that now? Huh?
Well, they don't call them the before times for nothing. Otherwise, I don't know.
I think.
Anyway, let's go look at the. What's up?
Oh, I was just gonna say he just kind of sits there, kind of self-pondering at that point.
Okay.
It was an opening for moving on to the next part.
Well, first, she'll pull you up. Like, let's look at the
Of course.
final thing you've brought us. Let's look at that engine.
Oh, of course.
He kind of perks up. He puts the globe down. He doesn't put it in his bag, but rather just put it down.
Okay. Yeah, and then she brings you over to the engine, and that is the transition to our good boy Giuseppe.
Okay. I am a good boy for at least now. I may not be considered a good boy the next 5 minutes when I have to break the news.
So you're going to the what's the administrative building?
Yeah, wherever Lena is. Giuseppe will not lose his other eye. He is going to roll hot, and he has a +2 in hot, so he may not lose his limbs.
Well, yeah, you come up to it, and it is a quite central building. It also seems like I don't think it was affected just about at all by the war. Like, it's just about as pristine as you can get, like a whole ass building. But you push your way in, and you're greeted by several people in desks, kind of all around. Some people moving between each other, people talking to each other. You don't see Lena yet, though.
Giuseppe did not expect things to be this formal immediately, so he just makes sure to adjust his outfit to make sure he looks okay. He is kind of slightly starting to sweat bullets.
Right.
He's a bit upset. Is Bung still around?
Bung's with you.
Okay. I need Bung to be able to toss me out of the roof of the window if any building in case anything goes wrong.
He is ready and willing.
Okay. He won't actually do that. That would cause me immense harm because it's not a cartoon.
Yeah. So
He
what do you
is
do?
still willing.
I go up to one of the administrators here and ask, is Lena going to be back here soon? I need to report something to her.
Oh,
Was Lena the one who called us
You're-
here, or was that someone else?
what's that?
Who called us here? Was it Lena or someone else?
Lorem
Okay.
did the calling.
Alright.
You can find our chairwoman upstairs. Third floor, second door on the left.
Alright then, thank you. And we go to the third floor, second door on the left, see if there's look around if there's anything interesting on the way up.
On the way up, there's quite a few people that are still working, and you notice I think all of you have noticed. I just didn't mention it, but there's quite a few people who aren't traditional millionaires that are around doing work and doing things. You might not have noticed it too hard, because you were kind of immediately I'm gonna find this person, but you've seen a good number of just sort of other regular folks.
Yeah.
Folks that aren't clones. Other than that, you see some motivational posters on the wall, some hang-in-theres. But you do come to that room, and it's got a wide berth in that like it's in the middle of a three-way intersection. And it's got double doors, and when you open it, you don't just come to like a room. You come to, it's like a very small auditorium with like a very long desk that would seat like usually a good chunk of people. In the middle is a small stand that people seem to probably use to like talk to the people at the desk. But currently there's only Lena inside, who is looking through a small bookshelf on the side. And she notices you come in and is like, Giuseppe. So, tell me how it went.
Oh boy.
She looks kinda like... She doesn't look her best, I suppose. And she probably notices you noticing that. And so she kind of like waves you off. It's like, she says like, no, don't. I'm simply tired from work.
Fair enough. Am I gonna need to make
would
any...
you like to...
What?
I'm sorry, but would you like to roll read a person?
Yes I would, honestly. I feel
Because, like, it's a little sus. Like, hi, I'm, just administrator lady. I look haggard. It's just work. Don't worry about it.
Okay, Shope. So that's, I have Shope highlighted, right? Yes I do. I'll mark with that. God dang it.
Oof.
Not too good.
Oof.
It's always like one...
She's perfectly fine.
No, now she just like notices my interest. So she's gonna like be more antsy, and this is... Oh boy. At least I get that one improvement, that one more experience. When can I... How do I... Can I like pay Boda to get my rolls higher?
No. Anyway, ask one anyway, but be prepared for the worst.
Okay, for reading in person, I want to check what is the character really feeling. And I know I'm not going to get a good answer from this, but
She wants to take over the Exodia.
No.
No, I'm not going to go that hard on that angle.
I feel like I need to use my own moves. But no, I'd have to like... I'll wait a bit.
You think that, like, you don't know how she knows, but you're very sure that, like, she's feeling real pissed off because you think that she knows that you, like, have promised the water bastard something. So you're going into this kind of already like, geez, fuck. That sort of feeling of like walking into a teacher's room and being like, they already know that I cheated on that test or some shit.
They already know I didn't do any of the homework.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna save my everybody eats roll for a little bit. So, Lena, how's it going? I guess you want to know about, like, our deal, I guess?
Yes, I do.
Giuseppe's like...
From what I've heard from the metal merchants, you've managed to get not only a helpful metal ratio from them, but you've also managed to get something else that I don't think anybody was particularly understood was there. I'm being told it's full of oil?
Yeah, it was full of oil. That's always a useful thing to have. We ended up getting a pretty...
I hope Silver has been keeping you abroad, but as the negotiator of this deal, you are entitled to a portion of that oil. I understand that you've already worked out a deal for the metal, but you are aware that you are allowed a ratio of that oil, right?
Yes, but of course you guys are. Anyone else who needs it is allowed to have as much
like
as
out of character. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am certainly. Giuseppe's...
No, you're not.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not.
I don't think you've ever been told that.
Okay, I guess not. Giuseppe's just like... Giuseppe's foot is like twitching around a little bit.
Like, was that... I want to make sure, like, was that actually, like, your understanding of it? You, Jacob, Apom?
Oh, okay. I did not understand that part. I thought it was like another, like, split, just like the metal. Like a definite split. But so we do like get a portion of the oil still?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, like, not still, like... I suppose it's, like, a weird thing considering they brought that up themselves, but my understanding was that you assumed that, like, okay, well, we just did it for the metal, not the oil.
Okay. I gotcha. So...
I suppose this is a confirmation that you indeed do, like, that oil is definitely a bunch yours.
Well, that's good. We always could use more oil.
Okay. Yes, I understand that the unwritten rules of the blue commerce is a little strange, but you know, the traders are certainly strange themselves. Was that all? Was that the only part of the, was that all of it?
Well,
Spit it out.
okay. Sorry, I have a little bit of bad news to tell you. Bung probably, I don't know what Bung does at the moment. I don't control him.
Bung's just twiddling his fingers.
Giuseppe is like making sure he has like a exit path if someone comes running at him with a knife. But okay, so yeah, we had to have a personal deal with Captain Crunk. That'll, you know him, weird feather boa guy, fancy dresser. And he was very insistent on a specific part of the deal.
And that is
He wants free passage through Millions for the next 3 months, I believe.
Millions itself or our water?
Oh, your water. Seppi's like, the sweat is flying off of him. Do I need to roll hot?
Are you trying to convince or lie?
Not like a lie. I don't want to lie to her, but I want to like make sure she's not going to like deck me right here and now.
Well, you haven't like been pulling the punch. You've just been telling her how it is.
Yeah.
If you wanted to like assuage someone, you'd have to assuage someone.
Okay.
You'd have to like be like, but actually, it's not that bad because, you know,
I don't know what kind of hummus we'd be able to make here.
this isn't good, Giuseppe.
I know it. I tried to talk him out of it. He was very insistent.
I believe. I believe I've come up with a solution.
Oh, is there
And she
some?
gets kind of like a. It's not so much sinister, but it's like you don't think you're gonna like what she's about to say.
Is it something we'd have to do? I'd gladly do anything. I'm sorry about this deal, but I would help, I guess.
Well, I'm glad that you've offered yourself. If they don't want millions people to interfere with them, then fine. But you're not millions people.
I guess, yeah, I guess we are not millions people. We certainly don't seem to be. Giuseppe's like, Giuseppe's really eager to like just like cartwheel out, but he can't actually do a cartwheel.
For the duration of the deal, I want you to patrol our waters for us.
Hmm. I, I don't. This is not like a good deal for my whole crew, but Hmm. Give me a second. I'm thinking of stuff. I don't trust my rolls anymore. I'm gonna be real, guys. I don't trust my rolls. I don't know if I should like roll one of my special moves or roll just like a standard hot roll. Try to like tell her like, hey, maybe you could like ease it up a little bit. I don't think my crew would like to do this. What would I like exactly like try to like seduce or manipulate with hot roll? Would I like try to like tell her
You
that
could just try to change the deal a bit.
change the deal, like maybe like lighten it, like
Sure.
some
But
way
the
to
last
like
time we did
some way to
that,
not
we
put my
got into
crew in
this
so much
situation.
danger.
I mean, if you want to roll it, go ahead and roll
Okay.
it.
So yeah, I want to roll a hot roll, try to like convince Lena to not put us in like such a harsh position because of our like current like general like dislike by most people in the blue and just like general like us being kind of fucked up. So just like lighten the deal or like have some other negotiation to help them out. Because we did like to help them out, just not in like a way that would get us killed again. I'm talking a lot to stall.
To stall this roll in particular, huh?
Yes, I'm scared. I failed that roll with
Press enter.
Okay.
It's not a failure.
That was so close. That was almost bad. This is not perfect. Oh boy.
Yes, perhaps I was a little too intense on the first run. Then how about this? A bit of patrolling, but you don't have to fight. If there's any fighting happening, then we'll send our own people. However, we've been looking into making our own navy. Perhaps your crew could be of some help with that.
Help in construction, or help in construction, supplying, or manning?
We can get our own supply. Silver's metal traders, we've already made a somewhat of an arrangement with that, but perhaps construction. Just on the downtime, have your engineer help us out. Have your people do some labor.
We can see what we can do. We gladly are willing to help. You've done a lot for you in the past. We can keep doing stuff. You've always helped us.
So, is that a deal? And she holds out her hand.
Okay, I do shake on the deal. I don't think there's any other good ways to do this.
It's like, by the blue, it is done.
I've made a huge...
If there's nothing else, you are dismissed if you'd like to be.
Bung, do you have any business? Bung's probably like looking at me very disappointedly.
Bung's not disappointed.
Just
Bung's just
surprised.
like, I don't know, wants to be out.
Okay, I think we
A
will
bit
head
like,
out
hey,
right now.
like kind of like I shouldn't really be here for this.
Yeah, we'll head out right now. We have some other business to attend to, but we will keep your deal, and we will be prepared for your deal.
I understand.
And he absconds.
You do abscond. Rusty, you've finished eating.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well,
Nowadays, it's a bit in the evening, but you did notice that like the market is a lot larger than when you left it.
oh,
A lot of variety, a lot of different people. Like, you remember the reason Hollister is so shitty is because all the trading got, moved over here.
oh yeah,
So,
and underground, as it turns out,
the
the black market.
Underground and Hollister, yeah.
Yeah, underground Hollister. Well, there's a few things. I guess I'll give him a look, but I do want to go see Elena again. Because she did show me that hand, and I fucked that up, so I guess I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything interesting.
that wasn't a fuck up, that was just, she was doing a joke on you.
Oh!
You didn't realize the whole time, and that's what made her upset. Like,
It
you were
was
like, what is
hers.
this?
No, I realized that was a joke, but I fucked up with the joke.
Right, but I don't think she's looking for like a go around again with the dude who fucked up her joke.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't work if like the same person like comes back and is like, I'm ready for the joke.
It sounded like she was gonna get another joke ready, honestly.
No, she wasted like months coming up with that one. It's gonna take her a while.
Elena, I'm so sorry. No. I guess I
Lug
won't.
uses bone fuel to make Elena feel better.
I guess I'll just look around the shops for a bit.
Alrighty.
See
I
if
think as you're
there's-
looking around the shops, your entourage is getting a bit distracted.
Oh.
And I think at one point, Nickel and Zink have kind of like gone off a little bit to look at like a nice little necklace thing, leaving Lyra with you. Lyra's a bit kind of looking a bit awkward.
Oh.
Well,
Sorry.
well, anything you,
Pardon me.
anything catching your eye in particular, Lyra?
I had I don't know, something I wanted to try to talk about with you first. So, there's
Patiently.
these people
Mm.
that I really like, but they're already kind of a thing. Should I like? Is it okay if I like
Oh.
do some? I don't. This is stupid of me to ask you. Do you even like girls?
They're alright, yeah.
Okay.
He nods.
What should I do?
Well, I haven't really had many relationships with, women. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it would be good to actively try to break that up if...
No. I
That's,
don't want to break anything. I just, I like them.
Kobe, I will turn you into a basketball.
Turn me
Oh,
into a
hush.
basketball. How would you do that?
Like
Augury,
this.
of course.
Like this.
Oh. Well, that's your augury roll.
Oh.
Damn,
Oh,
I'm now a big
no.
damn. I'm a basketball now. Giuseppe gets cut out of the game for becoming a basketball.
Okay, so what do you say?
Well, do they know you like them, or are they kind of...
Then you know me. She gives kind of like a, cha-cha-cha kind of eyebrows.
Hmm. May I ask who it is?
No.
No. All right. Hmm.
Hey, I wanna read a person. Let me get the fucking
Go
playbook
ahead.
up. Let me get the playbook back up.
God,
So then-
what? You closed it.
No, I minimized it.
Oh, okay.
I minimized it so then I can look at the recording. So I guess just roll and then ask the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna ask a question anyway. I want to know how characters are really feeling right in this moment. I know it's obvious, but maybe I can use that to get a bit more info on my hands.
Maybe afraid is what you're thinking they're feeling.
Afraid. Alright, that makes sense to Rusty. Like, oh shit. I'm scared to talk about this. I don't know what to do, Rusty. Afraid of Rusty, yeah. He is like, what? I know we keep saying he's taller and taller each time. He's like 7'3" by now.
A crisp 8'2".
Crisp 8'2". Okay, so yeah, you've got this 8'2" man. How tall are the millions, would you say?
They're pretty
3
short.
feet.
They're like, I think I said they're like 5'4" or something like that.
Alright. So I am slightly taller. I'm no longer a manlet. Legally. Oh wow, jeez. That's... I don't like Rusty being this tall. Okay, well, she's afraid. As far as I'm concerned.
That's actually pretty... I am so sorry. I could not tell you what to do in this situation.
Look, I don't need like, a game plan. Should I or shouldn't I?
He's mulling it over. Doesn't want to fuck this up. Like, personally, I know. I'm aware. Rusty's not aware. Save states. No, we don't have save states in the blue.
You have augury.
I have... Yeah, I'm gonna Thanos snap some shit in, ain't I? I don't think I can use augury like that. Use augury for save states? I don't think I can use augury for save states, can I?
We haven't determined what augury is. This could be your big moment.
I mean, we've determined what it is. I'm sure. God.
No, you're not supposed to know about that.
That's right, I'm not.
well, I guess...
Oh, thanks, bye.
Alright, hopefully it works out for you.
And she runs over to Nickel and Zinc, leaving you on your own for a sec.
Oh no.
But not for too long.
Okay, good.
Because Nichols comes back to you.
Okay.
It's like, Rusty, look at these cool earrings.
I'm gonna look at them. Hey, what do they look like? Describe the earrings for me.
Opal?
Opal. Good color. He's gonna nod, like, yeah, that's good. That's some good shit. Expensive. No.
Rusty.
Okay.
Yeah. I know.
You know me. What?
Yeah, how much?
No. Shut up.
Oh, that was good.
You know me and Zinc, we're like this,
Yeah, I'm aware.
But there's someone else also. I'm thinking Is it okay if I, like, we get together and I jump her bones?
That's that's very
He
blunt.
just stares for a while.
I'm thinking it's fine.
It's Lug. It's Lug.
Who's this
Die.
talking again? I'm so sorry.
This is Nickel.
Nickel?
Well, is Zink alright with it?
Well, I mean, like, I'm gonna talk with her about it.
Well, I don't see why it's a problem if she's alright with it, honestly.
Well, I just wanted to, I don't know, like, you're our, like, boss.
Oh, please don't call me boss.
Boss.
Boss, alright, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say no. That is your relationship after all. I'm
So,
not gonna
okay, bye,
dictate
baby Lou.
that. Oh, alright.
Everyone's just ignoring you and leaving. She goes back
Understandable.
to the little group. And a little faster than before, Zinc kind of comes around. It's like, hey, Rusty.
Hey Zink. What's up?
You know when girls...
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, thanks, bye.
you know when they, girls...
That's fucking... fucking relatable.
Yeah. Girls,
Yeah.
I get you. Hey, it's okay.
Okay, thanks, bye.
It's alright.
She's gone.
He's gonna nod like he understood. Yeah. Yeah, I think I get this.
Rusty, matchmaker.
No. I wouldn't ping Rusty as that kind of guy. But I guess. Well, so I'm guessing that they're going to go talk to each other about that, leaving me behind, right?
Yeah, they definitely be behind.
I'm
Screen
gonna walk
slowly
around.
zooms out on screen slowly zooms out on Rusty. Him just standing there and like stunned.
Like, okay, well that happened. I guess I'm gonna wait a bit, make sure they're, they are in fact going to speak with each other, because I think, oh, hold on. Okay, no, yeah,
Hold
yeah,
up.
alright, I get it.
We done, boys.
We done, boys.
I'm
gonna-
but yeah, okay.
Is there anything interesting at the shops? I guess I'm gonna leave them be.
Not
them
right
discuss
now,
that.
because I want to real quick head to Lug.
Okay.
Lug. This is probably the final thing before Lorem decides, like, that it's late and it's, like, time to fucking shove off for a bit.
Right, kick me out.
You've, both examined the engine, and they've learned a couple things. The important shit... So, the engine is very weird. Like, capital W weird. A lot of pipes that go next to nowhere, or end capped in, like, a strange metal. But the main thing you figured out is that it seems to have, like, 4 stages? It's like, for you, the person, Michael, like, imagine, like, a cow's stomach. It's like that, but for an engine.
A cow's stomach?
Yeah, a cow has, like, 4 stomachs.
Hang on. Siri, what's a cow's stomach like? I don't have
Good
Siri
time.
enabled.
Okay.
Good time.
We did it.
What you do
Reddit.
know is that automatically you know how to get like fuel running through the first stage, but not through the others. It works fine with the first stage. In fact, like after some tests, you've come to realize that like even for as big as you think you want to make like the new Exodia, like this thing is going to be pushing it much faster, like well not much faster, but faster than like your current setup has you moving your old Exodia.
Right. If we can get it to work.
Yeah, more importantly is that this is absolutely 100% outside of Lorem's like expertise or ability to really study it, and she's basically told you that you're kind of on your own for that. If you want to, if you're looking to figure the rest of it out, that's on you.
I want to open my brain to the world psychic maelstrom.
Okay. What about?
This engine. Lug thinks too hard and gets a migraine.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Nice.
Pretty good, pretty good. You get a feeling. Let's see.
Right.
Let me do a think.
Just quick reminder, don't forget to ask a question.
Yep, I'll remember that. I think that when you do this, you sort of draw an image in your mind. And it's not so much about the engine itself, but it's about some of the things around the engine. Because you see that chamber where you saw that Proto-Jerry in, and you, like, it's like, you know those, like, fast-forward type of films where it's, like, a picture a day?
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like that, but, like, it's, you know, a bit slow at first, and you see, like, images of, like, you know, the engine itself, and Jerry's there. Or Jerry's not there, and it's empty, and it's dark, until Jerry comes there, and then, like, slowly you see the current rust slowly recede from the room, and you see the engine itself regaining its life. You see the lights come on, and, like, the walls gain decoration, and, like, books upon piles of books, like, stack up in the room. But then you start to see things, like, breaking down a bit, like the lights, like, at some point are broken. You see as though there was like a struggle. You see the books start to disappear until there's only a few. You see it become more grimy and, like, you know, less like a person is there and more like, I don't know, some sort of colony of fucking mice.
What?
Mice?
I'm sorry,
Mice.
animals don't exist.
Okay, well, for your fucking brain.
I know, I'm joking.
You Michael.
Continue.
Until then there is suddenly more like a wound in the world because the engine is gone and its occupant is gone. And it bleeds.
Was there someone in the engine?
In the engine itself or in the room?
Yes, yeah.
You recognize that person as being the Proto-Jerry.
No, in the engine itself.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It was sort of the perspective of being a fly on the wall in the room, sort of.
Right. Is it the spot it was bleeding? Or is it the engine bleeding?
The spot where the engine has a wound and it is bleeding. The engine is no longer there.
Oh, that's not my problem. Alright. I'll have to think on all of this. But continue.
But yeah, I think Lorem kind of sends you off with, like, you know, this is all very interesting, it's very wonderful, but we need to sleep. And finally, Giuseppe, I think you're probably going back to the Exodia after all that hullabaloo, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, y'all kind of meet up in the main plaza near the statue, and you hear kind of a slow, heavy, methodical kind of, you know, clink of, like, someone with, like, you know, metal tassels or something, like, stepping, you know, kind of down the road. And you turn to see, and it's November.
Ah, son of a bitch.
And
I can't wait to bully him again.
He looks real sour.
I want to bully him.
Like, Giuseppe?
Yes, my good pal November. Giuseppe's not in the mood for this right now, but he's not going to, like...
Oh, no.
He's too tired to, like... He's too tired to, like... He's too tired to, like, muster up his, like, normal, like, passive aggressiveness. He's just exhausted.
Rusty?
Yes?
Lug?
Hey.
Wait, is Slug here?
Yeah,
Feels
we're all
good, yeah.
here.
Hey, November.
Coming up behind is someone you also recognize.
Oh.
Hey, it's me, Conquer!
Oh!
Hey!
The exhaustion immediately turns to anger.
You promised me a spot and you left me!
See, how's this chest? Like, what the fuck? Did not expect that. Spooked him.
Seth, I am speaking out of character. Please use your augury to get rid of Conquer.
Please. You know, I want
Conker's
to take
like,
back.
Hollister's.
You know, I know what to
Oh.
use my
Conker's
improvement
a
on.
natural. Conker is a national treasure.
Conker goes, you left me back there. Hollister stinks. I got a ride with this guy, and I told him all about you. How about you, big stinking liars?
Hey, don't lump me with him. Hey, I had no part in that.
Giuseppe, who is this tiny man?
Yeah,
This
Giuseppe.
kid. This child.
What else? Giuseppe, you did something while everything was going on, didn't you?
Hey, Bung, could you please throw me right into the ocean? Just pick me up, hurl me right over there, please, God.
Giuseppe,
Bung,
you can't run
Bung
from
gives
this.
a sad but reassuring, like, shoulder pat, like, you fucked up.
Boy, did he.
Bung's like, or not Bung, Conker goes, yeah, you screwed me over. I don't even like your band no more. I'm gonna find my own band.
I thank God.
Losers! And then stalks off. November.
Did you really watch over that child for like a few weeks, however long it takes to get over here? He's not even a child. I don't even
I
know
think
what he is.
November's expression kind of like becomes even shittier.
Sorry.
And he like kind of holds out his hand for a sec. And
No.
between blinks,
Hey, real quick. November is understandably upset with both Conker and Quill. I'm just gonna say, I understand. I'm not gonna bully him.
but between blinks,
Oh,
there is a man that you are very familiar with, Giuseppe. The rest of you, not so much.
Oh no.
BG himself is standing suddenly between November and yourselves.
Oh boy.
What kind of person is BG? What does he look like?
Boy.
ooh.
Thought about it a bit. I'm trying to think. I think build-wise, he is certainly not like the kind of person who like sits around all day and just like gives orders. I think he's like pretty like maybe not like as strong as like an actual muscle man, but I think he's well built. He's very clearly active. Not like a person who sits around. But again, he's not like he doesn't look like strong in the same way as like someone like Bung does. He just looks like
Okay,
well
gonna-
built, imposing, and just sort of.
we can get past
Okay,
his
I'm sorry, I'm
muscles.
sorry, I'm
I
trying to, like,
understand, but
think.
we can get past his muscles.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just I think you understand. He looks imposing. He's probably wearing some sort of he's wearing like some sort of nice suit. Looking presentable. His face is he has scars on his faces, but he's clearly like covered them up over time. I'm not sure what kind of hair he'd have. Would he be scary with short hair or long hair?
Probably short hair.
Okay.
More of a Giovanni kind of look.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe not like as short as like Bung's, but something like that, I'd say. And his eyes are somewhat narrow, but definitely like sinister and imposing. Does that cover all the bases? I'm not sure what else
I'd
would
say
be
just
good.
about.
Sorry that I took a long time like describing everything.
You're fine.
I had like somewhat of an image in my head, but
He kind of looks at you in the same way that somebody looks at like a pet that did a good job. Hello, Giuseppe.
Giuseppe like he gets himself like back together, like no more like being exhausted by everything. It's like, hello, BG.
You've been a great asset, though you might not know it.
I have?
I'm willing to give you a little leeway here. You are deeply in debt to me, but I'm willing to allow you a bit of freedom. Your actions are, we'll say, advantageous. Especially here. Everything will come together in this backwater region of the blue.
What are you planning?
Jonathan's was just the beginning. Keep my properties safe. And after another blink, he's just gone.
Is November right there?
He is right there.
I grab him by the
And
arms. He's not leaving.
No, I think, I mean, like, you can go ahead and attempt, but the first thing he's gonna do probably when you start reaching is to sock you in the face.
God.
So, did you want to make this a roll thing? Like, are you trying real hard, or
I just like want to make sure. I just like want to stop him from like just like running off like a coward, so like I can know what exactly is going on.
well, we can make that one thing. Would it be all right if like you did grab him, but like when you you like yell at him a bit, and then he like hits you?
Yeah, I think that would be fine.
Okay, go ahead and say what you wanted to say.
I was just gonna say like, you go anyway. What is going on? What the hell did he just do?
Yeah, at this point, he rears back with a big meaty fist and just bam right in your cheek,
Do I like
and
lose?
kind of leaving you sprawled on the ground. And he goes, "You was sloppy. You ruined everything." And he looks behind your little group, and like you can see just a utter white hot, pissy fury. Like his knuckles go like just white. He's like straining against himself. But he turns around and he stalks off. You look back and there's Quill on her, with her crutches.
May I get a BRB real quick?
We're just about to end it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Actually, let's make that like the end. How does that
No,
sound? Like
any
he
like
stalks
last
off.
words to say before the session ends? Like
Well,
in character.
there's gonna be a BRB, and then we can come back and talk.
Okay, yeah, 'cause I
Um.
gotta go.
Yeah, go ahead. So we'll hit a marker.
Okay.
If you all,
thank you.
you can go ahead and talk, of course, because
Session's over.
yeah, session's over.
Okay.
We'll do end of session rolls when he gets back.
Oh boy.
Sorry, like
So
kept stumbling over my words. I was like,
I don't think you realize how much of a cavity there is on my chest right now.
I figured something was gonna
I
happen.
don't,
I was worried that
actually.
I didn't think BG was gonna show up in person, but I
Question: did we see BG?
You did see him. He was right
Okay.
there,
Okay,
and then
so
he wasn't.
this
Like
wasn't
he wasn't there. He was there, and then he wasn't.
this wasn't just a fucking Hotline Miami hallucination.
No, this wasn't a collective hallucination. Every single one of you saw that, and one of you felt it. Well, no, actually, you didn't feel it because that was November. November punched you.
fuck
Well,
you.
You
no,
didn't feel it, but you saw it.
I didn't think that November wasn't real.
Right.
But it just feels like a fucking moment where it's like November's there, and then out of nowhere he pulls out a fucking cock mask.
Alright.
But
Oh, what?
And fucking Richard.
Oh.
okay, I'm here.
Okay, hi. We're just talking about some things real quick. Let's save this for a second. Let's do end of session rolls.
Okay.
So, after all that, who knows Giuseppe better?
I feel like we both know that I'm like a fucking loser.
Yeah.
I
Can't
mean,
do
they
anything.
already knew that.
Yeah, but even more so now.
I can't do anything right. I've gotten everyone into deep danger, despite my entire character philosophy being to not let anyone in
Ooh.
danger.
Wait. That's a good title. Deep danger, deep blues.
Shut up. That sounds like something a cruddy, like, boardroom would come up with.
Isn't that what we are?
Deep
I'm
doo-doo.
sorry, I didn't know you meant that seriously.
No, I did.
Deep ding. Oh, I'm
Session
sorry.
17,
Okay, no, it
deep
does sound
doo-doo.
okay. It brought to mind, like,
you've ruined this. You've ruined it. No, I'm not using it now.
I'm sorry.
I've been scorned.
Okay, well, let's move beyond the scorn. Who knows Giuseppe better? I am sorry about that, by the way.
No, it's fine.
That's a good question. We didn't really.
There wasn't a particularly large amount of interaction between y'all, but I think there was, like, something.
I did, like... Lug did go to... Well, I guess that would be him knowing Lug better, rather. I have no fucking idea.
So this isn't the case where someone's gonna lose HX with me?
It's possible.
What if just nothing happens?
What do you mean?
No gain, no loss for anyone, for Giuseppe?
I mean, frankly, y'all did learn things about him.
Yeah, but which of us learned more is the
Go
question.
ahead and argue.
Like,
Or if one
I
of
didn't
you
even
just
tell
wants
them
to
that they're
give it.
gonna have to build an army yet.
yeah.
Yeah, granted, also, this is more Jacob's choice.
Hmm.
You know, here's something. Giuseppe, even if Lug doesn't know it yet, he will know it. Giuseppe kind of threw him under the bus. To be fair, Lug threw him under the bus, but Giuseppe also threw him back under the bus. So
We're both under the bus. We've been in a perpetual state of under the bus since the beginning of this.
This will be something that is learned off screen, but is still canon.
Who's driving the bus? Is it me?
Yeah,
Yes.
so you can go ahead
I think
and
it's
give yourself
BG.
a
I
plus
think
one
he's
to that.
the bus crusher. Okay, I will add +1 for Lug.
Do I?
The person who learned more gets the plus.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
never mind.
Is it 4 that it resets to 1? Or 5?
Sure thing.
Alright. And we both mark an experience? Or is it just me?
Nope, just you who reset the thing. Who knows Rusty better?
Yeah.
Rusty, I'm gonna be honest. You got out
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, I did.
If
I
I'm
got
gonna
to give
be entirely honest,
relationship advice.
I feel like it would be more Giuseppe because Giuseppe had to deal with a lot more of the fallout from the parties.
That's a good point.
You got
Like, you
out
had,
easy,
like, several
Giuseppe. I'm putting
weeks
you to
of
work
doing that.
next session because you just do nothing but
You
get
mean
lesbians
Rusty?
together.
You mean Rusty?
Yeah, Rusty.
No,
You said
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
He means
Oh, no,
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe has to work for himself.
He already does every single day of
Okay.
his life.
So are we good with that?
Yeah.
Repeat it for me.
Giuseppe gets a +1 to knowing Rusty.
Okay. Yeah.
Who knows Lug better?
I'm gonna opt to say Giuseppe,
Yeah.
solely because, like it has been said, Lug did kind of throw him under the bus. So,
I can
I
agree
suppose
with
that
that.
makes sense. Alright, are we good with those?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. So, post-mortem on the session, how much experience was gained by each people?
I
I
got,
got
2.
I got a whole ass improvement.
oh
I got-
shit.
Yeah, I got a whole ass improvement.
Yeah, you were
so
How many
rolling-
points
did-
though?
Did I give you... I know
I
I
got-
gave you cool.
You gave
Did
me
you have...
cool, and I rolled
what
cool
else was there?
twice.
Hot, wasn't it?
No, cool and weird were marked for
Okay,
me.
and you didn't do weird yet again, you fucking chud.
Listen, I was so euphoric with that Jello.
Okay. Lost in the sauce, I understand.
Lost in the sauce. I couldn't do it.
I'm glad you gained an
Sorry.
improvement, though. So, let's see. So it was... Giuseppe got 2 points. Did you get any Lug?
I got 2.
Oh, when was
Everybody
that?
got 2.
I opened my
Right,
mind.
you rolled weird.
Which was 1, and I just got to 4 with Jacob, so it went down to 1 and I gained an
okay.
experience.
Okay, in that case, do you have an idea of what you want your improvement to be, Seth?
I'm gonna look over the playbook. I think I want a brainer move.
Die.
Let me
Ooh, brainer move.
die. I think it's brainer.
How many improvements do you have?
I can choose from the bottom now.
Okay.
I can. Which I'm either gonna choose the brainer move, maybe.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, either deep brain scan or one of the bottom, I think 6. Yeah, bottom 6.
In-brain puppet strings?
It's called deep brain scan. Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Which ones were you looking at? You were looking at deep brain scan and what else?
And one of the 6 moves.
Oh, you mean advancing the moves.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, deep brain scan's interesting. Brainer moves are weird because they generally require you to be like
Touching
close to,
somebody,
very close,
yeah.
touching someone closely, and also like time.
They also
it should be
require
noted-
augury, which you should use more often.
It should be noted that brainers often have tech that allows them to do their moves usually better or with less like restrictions. Like there's the violation glove, which allows brainer moves to just require skin contact. Which is a very common one that I've known. Y'all already know the deep earplugs because that was one of the items that you could have got from the vault.
Yeah.
I
Other
need
than
some
that,
earplugs right now so I don't have to listen to all the people telling me that I'm like an asset to their plans.
yeah, if you got deep brain scan and found a violation glove, you could just touch someone and like fucking scan their brain.
Yeah.
Which
You
is
scan
Scans
Giuseppe's
log
brain and tell him
nothing.
to figure out what's wrong
it's
with
like
him.
imagine what was it called again? What was the one where you got to learn things speak? It's like what if things speak, but with a person's brain.
Ooh.
Except this is a lot more fucked up shit. Like, what is a secret pain? Like, in what ways are your
Hey.
character's mind and soul vulnerable?
It's
What's
more
your lowest
useful.
moment?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
what's your
touch
lowest
Lug.
No,
His lowest moment was losing that 2 barter to November.
Man, Giuseppe's had a lot of low moments. I don't know if
He
you can
lost
find the
his-
lowest one.
Yeah, he lost the first 2 nickels he ever found.
His lowest moment is when he wasn't able to stop a bulldozer charging at him.
Shut up. I don't even know what this is about. You just keep bringing it up.
It's a power
fucking Lisa
fantasy.
thing. I think it's a Lisa
Yes,
thing.
but so is,
wasn't
like,
it?
being hot.
What?
What's that?
Yeah,
Are you saying?
you're right.
Are you saying you want me to make
So you're
look
right.
hot?
Sure, whatever.
He already
Yeah,
looks like
there's...
Waluigi.
if you're looking for brainer moves, like, a lot of these are real nice.
They sound real
um,
nice.
Unnatural lust transfixion is, of course, weird and cool. Casual brain receptivity is also weird and cool.
I think we're negating the fact that Rusty just kind of like started like a threesome.
I mean, he didn't really start it. They were
Yeah.
just kind of looking for, like,
Rusty gets
a
to do
little
all the
He
push
fun
gave
on
his
stuff.
blessing.
Yeah, he
They
gave
were
his
a-
blessing.
They were asking for a validation,
Also,
and Rusty said,
poly-
"Yeah,
like, the term is more, I think, polycule,
yeah."
rather than, like, saying threesome over and over again. Please
Yeah.
stop that.
Threesome's more of a sexual term, if I am correct.
Yeah, it is the act, the act happening, rather than the polycule, which is... you
They're
know,
all girlfriends,
yeah, they are all girlfriends.
which I've been thankful for. Now that you've actually made it a thing, I am thankful.
Well,
Thank you,
I'm glad
Jesse,
you were
for
looking
my
forward
life.
to it.
Thank you, Jesse, for my
Damn,
life.
now-
You've given
damn,
me
now-
everything with Deep Blues.
Now Rusty's gonna have 3 people to carry the egg.
I mean, he already did. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
would you like... are you gonna pick now, or are you gonna just think on it for later?
I'm probably gonna think on it, gonna look at that, and look at the
Okay.
what the advanced moves gives me, and then
Right.
I'll let you know. As
We
for
should
the
have
usual,
those pinned, unless you want me
We
to
do.
bring them back. Okay, cool.
we do have them pinned.
More than that,
that.
how do y'all feel about the session?
I
Love
hate
it.
myself.
Ugh.
I'm so
pretty good.
sorry to Giuseppe. I feel so bad for Apom.
This is
Like,
actually. I think this is the side I do need to make a better character, a new character, so I can have like more levity.
You're gonna make a new
No.
character just to kill Giuseppe.
Here's
just
I,
so that I can
I
roleplay
should
as him and I
really be
don't-
thinking a bit more of... I should be thinking a bit more of, like, how to ease the tension for, Giuseppe, because it shouldn't
Yeah.
be constant shit.
I know.
Just
If I
like
if I have
keeps
another
getting the
character,
short
then I can
end.
like keep someone away from like the pressures of managing this stupid ass boat. I'm sorry, I'm being a little harsh now.
just let
No,
Lug
you-
take
hey,
the
you get to.
reins.
No luck.
Just
You
let
cannot turn
Rusty
a boat
run
into a
it.
warship. You might have to anyway at this point, but
Too late.
too late.
Yeah.
If you do not agree to
Listen.
my demands, too late.
Listen,
But
Lug-
Jim was already blown to smithereens. But Lug was already blown to smithereens.
Hey Giuseppe, can I borrow the keys?
Yeah, sure thing, Rustivo, buddy.
Thanks.
Please don't hurt me.
and then Lug,
What?
who's
I
way more
really
capable.
did want Bung to throw me into the ocean. At this point, I want to make friends with Jerry. I feel like Jerry's a pretty reasonable guy, honestly.
Shut
At
the
this
fuck up. You
point-
don't actually believe that.
No, he could be,
Jerry
you know.
will just end his suffering quickly.
Reverse Stockholm syndrome. Everyone I'm with sucks. The only people who are cool aren't with me.
God, fucked up.
Okay, but in all seriousness, I did like doing this stuff with Giuseppe, even if he fucked up.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I'm actually gonna
Hold
get
on.
it up on my phone because if I get it up on the computer, it'll be in the recording. So where is
Are
that?
you looking for the,
Advanced moves.
Okay. Other folks can find that in the pinned messages if they'd like to read along.
Nah.
Just gotta find it. Okay, there it is. I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, if you're looking for them, they are around
You're
May
at
3rd.
yeah, May 3rd.
Because considering your luck, this would probably come up a lot more often than a lot of other things.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially if you
right.
actually rolled them.
If only, huh?
Plus, later on, if you get another, you can just advance the other, like 3, and just, like, have the possibility of super fucked up shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do strong stuff.
Oh gosh, shit. Seduce, manipulate.
It certainly is.
So good.
It's like, just change this person's whole outlook.
Hey, Jerry, you're my new best friend now, alright?
Well, to read a person, they have to have a conversation with you, and I don't think he really does that.
Oh, and Jerry not gonna have a conversation? He's not gonna have a one-on-one with me?
He's
I mean,
spoken
the one-on-one
before.
with Jerry means you lose your lungs.
No,
That's
he's
okay.
spoken before.
I don't need lungs
I
at
mean-
this point.
I don't want to lose Lung. He's a pretty good guy.
Shut up. Shut up.
Can we get lungs
mean-
back? I feel like he was the
No,
key. I feel like he was the
no.
glue
You let
holding
him go.
us together.
I feel like he's better here. I feel like he's much
He
much
is, but
happier
we're
here in
not better.
Millions.
We're not better anywhere.
So what?
I don't think
So
lungs
what?
was the fucking glue holding you together.
No, I don't
I mean,
think so
everything
either.
started to go to worse shit after
Lungs
like
doesn't
people
deserve.
left.
Listen, we
Yeah,
don't
Lungs
deserve
does not
Lung.
deserve the
I know
hell
he
that
doesn't
is the
deserve this.
SXW.
He doesn't deserve us, but still, I'm sad now. I need friends. I need Silver, but I don't want to put them in danger either. All my friends are all on Millions, and I don't like want to hurt them, but I also don't want to leave them.
Well, you know you can't stay at Millions anymore.
Just say for like a little bit. We have to. We have to like go by to the Great Sea and then like get killed.
No, I mean because
Okay.
BG owns it.
I think I want in-brain puppet strings.
Ooh.
I think
I like
that's
that.
what
Looking to do more, like, bean brain shit, huh?
Yeah, mean brain shit. Why not?
Is this a representation of, like, how Rusty's going about things, or is this just a nice thing to have?
Both, honestly.
You
Nice
think
thing
he's
to
gonna,
have
like, get into,
personally.
like, kind of fucked up stuff?
But he gets pretty personal with whenever he like attacks people.
Yeah, most of your, like, whenever something one-on-one happens with you and someone, it's always, like, very desperate and horrible.
Yes, so I think this would be perfect for that.
Okay.
So I'm going to add that to
Remember
my
that
sheet.
currently, at least until you get a glove, this is time and physical intimacy with someone.
Yeah.
Which
Either
is to
I
say,
have to
like,
be on
I'm gonna
top
make
of
you
them.
pay some barter to get a glove.
That's okay. It's either, hey, we are good friends, howdy doody, or I'm on top of them giving them hell.
Yeah, like, the normal shit that Rusty usually does, like, sidle up and then cuddle with Lug for a half an hour.
Yeah, Lug's just out cold.
Hey,
sleeping.
hugging works.
Look, come here, my good old friend.
Oh god, oh shit, fuck.
Lug boards up the workshop.
But yeah, for everyone's understanding, the brainer move in Brain Puppet Strings is when you have time and physical intimacy with someone, again mutual or one-sided, you can plant a command inside their mind. Roll plus weird. On a 10 plus, hold 3. So on a 9, hold 1. At your will, no matter the circumstances, you can spend your hold 1 for 1 for inflicting 1 harm, armor penetrating, where they take a -1 to what they're doing right now. If they fulfill your command, that counts for all your remaining hold. So it's essentially like holding someone hostage in their own brain. And if you say had 3 hold, that means 3 whole armor penetrating harm, which is basically death for any NPC, and real bad damage for a normal PC.
And that's on top of my 2 harm that my knives do, and my 1 harm for blood crazed. Think about that. I could kill anybody in an instant with this. Holy shit.
You,
Well,
you
for
killed
any
Giuseppe, you
NPC,
killed
directly
Giuseppe
into
Any
your
already.
NPC
rear.
would get killed regardless.
Holy
I'm
shit, but,
speaking
like,
directly into
if
your
I
rear.
attacked Giuseppe or Lug, I could almost kill them. I could get them down to, what, 11 if I did my math right.
You think Lug's not gonna fight back?
Hey,
I'm
It
no.
would,
not.
but it depends, I suppose, on how
Giuseppe deserves
No,
it.
I could literally kill him instantly, actually. If I rolled right. If I rolled a 10, I could kill them instantly.
Lug touches
Well,
the
remember
egg.
that these are their own moves, and so, like, they have retaliations.
Yeah, of course. But if they don't retaliate properly...
I suppose the important thing is that in-brain puppet strings is not an exchange harm kind of move. Because exchanging harm twice would be lethal for just about any of you here, I think.
Yeah. It would be.
Whereas if you got a moment to just hurt someone, it's like, that's just free damage.
That's free damage.
Free real
It's real
estate.
estate.
Lug gets
So,
in brain strings, and Rusty and Lug fight each other and immediately keel over at the same time.
So, how would I use this move then, say, for combat?
Hypothetically, on Lug.
Well, if you had a Violator, like, you can't use it in combat as of now.
Okay.
If you had a Violator glove, you could say, say you're already using your knives, right? You're
Yeah.
fighting people up close.
Yeah.
You step right up into their, like, grill and then just kind of, like, put skin, like, touch them. Skin on skin.
Yeah.
And you say, like, you have to do this. And it, like, either they do that kind of thing and they're kind of your weird mind slave, or, let me see. Actually, let's see.
You have to kill Lug.
Yeah, they do the thing, or you could, like, make them just hurt.
Okay.
Like, at your will, at your command.
Could-
Like, you give you plant a command, and then they have to do that command. But at the same time, you can just hurt them real bad.
Okay, so if I was on top of them, could I use this? Since
Absolutely.
it's okay. That's what I was more asking.
Do you mean, like,
Right.
as you are now, or with a glove?
As I am now. If I was on
As
top
you are
of them.
now, it would require, like, upwards of half an hour. Like, when it says one-sided, it means, like, they're strapped down and unable to move.
Oh, unable to move. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Time depends, of course, but generally it's going to be, like, enough time to, like, have a long conversation.
Okay. Right.
As it is right now, it's you, like, kind of planting a command in their head slowly, but with a Violator glove, it's more like you're shoving that command in.
Okay. So
It's why one of the Brainer's, like, major things is you get, like, 2 free pieces of gear.
Uh-huh. So, during a fight, I could use this after a few turns, or as I am now, or no.
I'd say that, like, you'd have to have somebody, like, hurt but not dead, and then you could do that, like, after the fight.
After the fight, okay.
Or if you were, like, doing some weird shit, you could, like, if you knew you were going to fight them, you could, like, spend a lot of time with them, be very close with them, and then later on use it.
Hey, look.
Hey, Lug, damn it!
Too late. It's too late.
Yeah. The Brainer moves are
Well-
often, like, something that is either very, very situational, or with the right gear is something that you can use, like, nicely and immediately.
Okay, what about Deep Brain Scan? Because I'm still thinking about that one too, honestly.
Well, basically the same thing. It requires, intimacy
Hmm.
and time.
Okay. Alright. I think I want to in-brain puppet strings, keep with that then.
Okay, and probably be on the lookout for a glove.
Yeah. Would
Well,
I
considering
rush
the-
the...
give me your power
glove.
God.
Yeah, considering the bustling market, it might not be too hard.
Okay.
But we'll see. I'll probably have you, like, roll a barter move if you were to look for one.
Yeah. Alright.
That was our only improvement. Sorry that we couldn't get to the gang stuff, but that'll happen definitely on the next
Oh, of
session.
course.
Oh,
of course.
boy.
Because that's when the boat's gonna get made. I'd like you to think about, like, you already thought about it, of course, but think, keep your mind on the boat.
My mind's
Otherwise,
always on the
other
boat.
two of you, I'd say think about how you're, well, at least with Giuseppe, how you're going to fulfill your promises. And Rusty, if you're going to do any gigs.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a few gigs, in all honesty. I'm not hurting for cash,
Right.
but, Rusty's he's gotta put on a show. Hey, he loves it when people watch him. It's good shit. And he's got some downtime.
Right.
Yeah, put that on right there.
We talked a little bit about the session, but did you have any particulars about certain events?
I'm sorry,
Like,
I kept stumbling over my words trying to describe BG. I just had like a
Well-
very specific look in mind and like couldn't
Once
figure
again,
out how to
that's
convey it.
fine. I understand.
I think
He's
you're
a-
saying
he-
Giovanni helped me a bit. I think he does kind of look like that.
Yeah, he looks like the sort of guy that like is on top of things, but is willing to get his hands dirty.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, fucking explain that time with BG for me.
What?
What the fuck happened with BG?
I think he's a
do you
wizard.
mean?
I think he just like magics himself over.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
Which I think is a bit scary
Okay.
because it means he could just do that anytime he wanted.
God, yeah.
He used
fucked up.
bone feel.
Oh, that's fucked up.
And then he used it again somehow.
What class is he? What class
He
is
rolled
he?
12 twice and he was able to store it for 2 sessions.
He's got the advanced basic move, but he fucked up.
And he
Alright.
You just
advanced
had someone use
bone
augury
feel.
and you didn't realize it.
Yeah,
he
he
augured bone
absorbed
feel.
Gore Miser's
Sure.
powers.
I'm starting to think he's a hard holder with Hocus powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good introduction to BG. I was like a little like it was frightening though.
Yeah, I don't like BG.
We not,
I know
we
I
aren't
didn't like him
supposed to.
before, but
So what'd you
I
think
especially
of
don't
what
like how
said
he
in
likes
particular?
me. That's what I don't like the most.
Well,
Oh.
he owns Hollister, not Hollister. He destroyed Jonathan's.
got fucked up. What the fuck?
Did he destroy it, or did he just like take the thing that was there? Because I wouldn't be surprised if he destroyed it.
I'm pretty sure he destroyed it, the way he says everything.
I don't know
But
how
that's
we're gonna
just
be
an
able to.
interpretation.
I don't know how we're gonna be able to check it.
I don't think that would be
Well.
beneficial to him to just destroy it, honestly.
Well, if Zeep was there, he did just destroy another warlord and his living.
Yeah, that's why Zeep wasn't here in the voice chat. He was busy dying.
Yeah.
Can't believe he wiped Zeep out of canon.
Good. Yeah, I don't have to
Damn.
fight with Michael anymore about that.
No, you will.
But
Michael, fuck you.
does he like own millions now?
Yeah, probably. That's what I think.
Who
No.
owns millions?
I don't think BG owns millions.
No, yeah, not at all.
Okay.
I don't think
I was-
anybody owns millions.
Millions
It's
is like the
just
most
that
functional
Lena.
place on the blue, which is probably why BG doesn't like it.
Yeah, I think Lena just runs the show, but nobody owns it particular.
Lena's like making a well-functioning society.
Goddish.
I was gonna remark on like Giuseppe finding it really eerie how well made everything was, like walking into an actual office building.
Man, I want to live in
Yeah.
Deep Blues.
Damn.
No, you could tell.
We live in a society.
Kinda do. It's much better than my living situation. Damn.
Oh.
If I lived in the deep blues, I'm having a stroke. If I lived in the
Michael,
deep
I
blues
would
universe,
oppress you.
if I lived in the deep blues universe,
Are there gamers
I
in
could
Deep
hit
Blues?
people with a bat and get away with it too.
Yeah, exactly.
The gamers were all oppressed out of existence.
Aw.
Yeah, that's what
How
happened to
did-
Jonathan.
You don't.
How does Giuseppe exist?
No, Giuseppe's not a
Last of
gamer.
his kind, like the last Airbender.
No, he's a mobile phone gamer, and we all know those aren't real gamers.
Giuseppe doesn't play
Oh,
Gotcha. Please
okay.
don't canonize that Giuseppe plays Gotcha. Please,
No,
God,
no. He plays Candy Crush.
No, that's worse.
He pays
has
for
the
extra
last phone-
lives.
No, he has the last phone in existence with Flappy Bird on it.
Guys, be careful! Don't delete your Flappy Bird. You can't hear all this.
What now? He has as Giuseppe deletes Flappy Bird off his phone because he doesn't play it anymore.
So, I wanted to ask, like, Conquer.
Conquer, I
Is he
loved
gonna, like-
it.
is he
Scared the
gonna be our-
shit out of me.
Is he gonna be our enemy now? Or is he
Yeah.
just gonna be
He
just like
hates
Pretty
you.
pissed.
mocking
He hates
us?
your fucking guts.
I didn't
Conker's
mean to leave
pissed,
him
and
behind.
This time you should run.
Why did you just leave him? Why didn't you say, "Hey, Josie, I want to go ask Conquer a few questions
Because we
real
were
quick"?
we were on the run. Somebody was gonna come over and like kill us if we didn't do it right.
You got a whole ass, like, record player in the time that you were on the
I
run.
thought we said that was something that happened beforehand or something.
No, it's
No.
something that happened after because nobody was
Right.
all the militia was gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
my good friend Rusty had his hand
I
fucking
expected he would come
mutilated.
back.
I'm gonna go buy something.
Right.
It's okay. It's fine.
I don't like being
It's
Giuseppe.
funny.
He has too much responsibilities.
God.
Yeah, boy
Listen.
does he.
The faster we get the boat built, the less responsibilities you'll have.
No,
Yeah,
I'll have
just
more.
give
because
Rusty the keys.
Fuck off!
maybe I do want to change Giuseppe's class.
Maybe I do want to kill Giuseppe just to change his class.
You know he doesn't necessarily need to kill himself to do that, right?
You never know. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I need to like change my characters up.
Oh no, yeah, seeing as you're in the next section, the 6 advanced moves, you could change your character to a new playbook, that's right.
Personally, whatever you do with Giuseppe is your business. I personally don't think you should abandon him immediately.
Yes,
I
love
don't want to
Giuseppe.
abandon Giuseppe. I'm just
Yeah,
realizing
he's
that
a very good straight man.
I just realized
He's
he's
so
way
fucking
over in
good.
his head. He's way over in his head right now.
Right. And that's
Right.
the sort of character I really like, is the person who's just like, oh, fucking jeez.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
I
I do
want Giuseppe
too.
to
Oh, God.
bits.
If it's
Giuseppe
not one thing,
makes
it's
so
another.
much of this. Giuseppe makes
Yeah,
so
like-
much of this.
Like, Lug is just like, he's always pissy at everything, and there's Rusty, and he's like, ah, well, alright. And then here's, like, fucking Giuseppe being like, I understand what's going on, and I fucking hate it.
Giuseppe is a relatable character.
He's like the
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the
so
relatable
fucking
guy.
he would like
relatable.
retire
Who
to be
are
a
you?
mountain hermit if he
I'm the
wasn't.
dude.
He would like.
He's-
He's like the kind that he would retire to be a mountain hermit if he wasn't like so attached to everyone and wanting to be a people pleaser. It's kind of like myself,
I'd
actually.
become a
Which is a bit of
mountain
a scary
hermit.
thought.
If I wasn't a charity worker.
He feels more grounded than both Lug and Rusty, honestly.
Absolutely.
He just like wants to like have like people near him and calmness, and he needs to. But the people who are he wants to keep the people near him first because so he can save them from like whatever's going on. I guess I don't
God.
know. I'm rambling a bit.
Save
No,
them from
ramble.
yourselves and your sins, praise!
This is
So,
the ramble time.
Giuseppe is some guy.
About BG.
About BG. God, I fucking hate BG. Fuck you,
More
BG.
particularly the things he said. What do y'all think about
I
that?
don't like that he likes me. I said that a bit earlier.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Hey, I don't like BG. I can't wait to go obliterate him. I'm gonna use my
This is what you're
definite
saving.
base
This is
7 augury and
yeah,
just
this is what you're
Thanos
saving all that
snap him.
augury for, isn't it?
Yeah, I
No,
am,
originally it
actually.
was for Conquer, but Conquer isn't a problem anymore.
We'll come back.
no,
I think
that's
he'll
right,
come
it was
back.
for Conquer was never a problem.
It was for slops, that's right.
Yeah, it was for slops. Plus, Conquer isn't a problem in general because I could just grab the egg and crush it against his skull.
I don't know why you didn't do that while you had the chance.
Because it's freaked. Alright, Rusty was a bit startled and scared for a moment because he didn't expect such a shrill voice to come up behind him so suddenly. An angry, shrill voice. Spooked him, alright?
I
Didn't know what to do.
shit lips.
Ka-chow!
I want to like ask real quick. What do you think he meant by "keep my property safe"?
Oh,
I have a
jeez.
feeling. I have a feeling it might have been the egg. What else could it be? Honestly, it couldn't be like any people because like we don't have any recruits of BG around.
As far as we know.
Is the Exodia? No, the Exodia isn't his property. Technically, the music,
They're
the
trumpets.
instruments are his property, but he doesn't care about the instruments anymore. He hasn't for a long time. It's pretty clear.
Mm-mm.
I only guess it's the egg.
That's a very good guess, and I kind of agree with that. At first I was thinking like, oh, he means millions. But then Josie immediately shot me down and was like, no, that's not what he means, fuck you.
No, that's not what you said. You said he owns millions, and it's like, no, he doesn't.
Well, it's what I fucking said, you just shot me down. Owns millions, his property.
I mean, I don't understand what you like. How you came to BG owns millions.
I think he just like misunderstood what he meant by keep my property safe, and we were on millions at
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sort of like
How
a
you-
literal property kind of thing.
Hey, you better keep Rusty safe.
He keeps himself safe enough. He's got like enough people.
No, he doesn't. I think.
Keep
I
who
think
safe?
session. Hey, I think session 14 and 15 proves that he cannot keep himself safe.
Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I'll keep guard of him. He is
to
family.
be fair to Rusty, in defense of Rusty. Hold on, yeah.
He's talking to someone
Oh,
else.
okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, what now? I heard you talking.
Nothing in particular.
Oh, sorry. Came in and started talking to me. In defense of Rusty, though, he did just get conked on the back of the head, and no way to defend himself in that moment. So, but yeah, I think Rusty could probably keep his own, probably, as long as Sidekick Bot it continues to be nice to me. Thank you, Sidekick Bot.
yeah, I
is
think
that everything from?
I didn't expect November to be this pissed off, but I guess he's pissed off because Quill now no longer has a leg.
Hey, thank you for that thing with Lenore and Thistle, and with Nickel, Zinc, and Lyra. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad I got in on that. I'm a little upset that I fucked up the hand joke.
I'm glad I got to talk to people like Silver and Len again. Those are some of my favorite NPCs. I'm just really upset that I'm going to be certainly disappointing Silver in the next few sessions.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
Dad.
Giuseppe, don't get
I
into
mean,
any
parent,
trouble.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
parent.
hey, Giuseppe, don't get into trouble. Okay, Silver. Giuseppe immediately starts shooting other people in the face.
Yeah. Fucking would,
What was
wouldn't
that,
he?
Silver? Giuseppe says with a knife to Lena's throat.
I'm not gonna kill Lena. I'm just terrified of her because she would probably like kick me.
Just
She would
saying.
probably just like uppercut me in the chin if I did something wrong.
Yeah, just saying, Giuseppe stands no chance against Lena. Just saying, even if Sidekick Bot were to give Jacob perfect rolls, there's no way in hell Giuseppe could take on Lena. Just saying.
Giuseppe's on like the
Sorry.
bottom feeder of like tiers of leadership. Like
Yeah.
he leads a boat. He doesn't lead a country. He's dead.
He doesn't even lead a boat. I am so sorry. He leads just a band.
He leads half the
tries.
boat. Like barely half
Least-
of it. He has.
Okay, yeah, I'll agree to that. What was that?
1/4.
1/4?
1/4 because you have a gang now. So
Only the
No.
bar.
No, because you have like 5 gang members as opposed to Rusty's 15, 14. So I think that's 1/4.
I need to get like my other regulars in here. I feel like they could be helpful to me in the future.
Conquer 2.
Not Conquer. The other like 5 regulars who are not like related
Yeah,
to my best
Conquer
or worst.
2.
No, Conquer just has a special interest. He's not a customer. Fuck him. He's never bought a drink at my place.
Conquer has. He bought a water.
One water
No,
in a sippy cup.
I'm
In a
pretty
sippy.
sure-
Yes.
I'm
yes, in
pretty
a sippy cup.
sure Conquer only bought that water because he needed to buy something to use the bathroom.
I don't think we.
10-cent minimum purchase.
I don't believe we like established if there's a bathroom on the Exodia.
Listen, I refuse
Boy,
to
I
think about
sure
that.
hope there is. Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat with Seth. I just, in my
No,
mind, that
no,
doesn't exist.
it doesn't. No, we don't need to discuss it. No,
Yeah.
we.
Okay.
Listen,
okay.
I'm not making this a very good episode for somebody.
Okay. Talk. Moving
I'm
on.
not.
What else do we want to talk about?
I think that's just about it.
I
Yeah,
guess.
this was a
This
good
was like a
session.
calm session, but I think it was good. It got a lot of the story moving on. And I feel like we're in some
Ooh.
deep doo-doo soon.
Yeah, it was calm. It was stressful. I was feeling a lot of emotions this session.
I felt
he
like I was.
said.
I felt like if any of my rolls failed, I would like be forced to take another harm.
Hey, we got a gup in there, just like you wanted.
Yep. That's one gup. Gup count number
Put a
one.
gup in the gup jar.
since that's just about it, thank you everybody for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
you.
Thank y'all for
Fighter
playing.
5, everybody.
Thank y'all for playing. Thank God for me.
Amen.
See you, everybody.
See everyone. Look forward to
Later.
us next time where we
And
accidentally
Street Fighter 5.
ruin the blue.